Chronicles of the Coast. This is our weekly Dungeons & Dragons stream. Our story takes place in the Dungeons & Dragons Wizards of the Coast published adventure, Dungeons of the Mad Mage. Fantastic module, highly recommended.
Yep.
Shh, quiet you, I'm monologuing. Never interrupt the villain's monologue.
He's monologuing, get
How dare you? Dungeons of the Mad Mage. Our adventure is modified so that people who are playing the book do not get the same spoilers, but you do see the same people, places, and things. Welcome to our table. I'm going to go ahead and hop right on over to the players. There we go. Quick little recap is that our players have visited the Goblin Bazaar, made some friends, made some memories, forgot those memories, the lucky ones, and,
True.
and are on a little mission to find a goblin by the name of Yek, a goblin who was ousted from the bazaar as its former leader, and they have gone on a bounty hunt. Yek is rumored has been raising forces to try to retake the bazaar. However, they came across dire consequences of their journey. They have uncovered something dark and mysterious in the depths of Undermountain. It appeared to be a drow, but also highly mutated and disfigured to unrecognizable shapes. This particular creature had been experimenting on the creatures of Undermountain, and we'll find out more about that upon further investigation. Players we got up at the top, you can see all of them here. I'm still looking to the left. We're gonna change our output later. It's like it's the invisible wall again. Anyways, we're gonna be
against on it.
oh wait, it's the other way. Or I'm just trapped in a box. It's getting small. It's smaller.
You gotta figure yourself out, man.
Oh my god. That's not off topic.
I'll put up the technical difficulties.
It's just the dungeon master with their eyes crossed out. It's like
We'll be back after the medication.
It's like the Simpsons where it's like a dog biting the cord. Technical difficulty.
we have Grim Timbers, played by Daniel. Grim Timbers is a rock gnome, correct? And he is a divination wizard. He is the bane of my existence, and I don't like your dice. Oh, by the way, your character dice. No. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Okay.
Not today.
You know what? I'll just do everything you want to do. And then we have Cole. He is a ancestral guardian barbarian.
Correct.
Looks like I haven't heard this 1,000 times already, but I still somehow
Half
don't remember.
Asimir, half orc.
Yeah, half orc. That's right. And his patron is his deceased father, the Asimar Redimanthes. Cole Breaky. Cole Likey, Cole Breaky.
Yes.
Then we've also got Sunday Plenty, an aristocratic young noble from the city of Waterdeep, city of splendors. Sunday, bored with the life of a noble, had taken to Shanghaiing people for the betterment of society, while at the same time giving proceeds to charity, so it kind of works out.
I feel better.
She's chaotic whatever.
Chaotic whatever.
Yeah. Sunday is down here with everybody because she was... You just kind of got roped into it, didn't you?
These guys just kind of showed up
These
at my
freaky
feet,
guys.
man. Pretty much.
And you're like, I gotta Shanghai them out of here, but
Okay,
then
right?
you can't get rid of them.
That was
Yeah.
the deal. That was the first thought.
Yeah, well, Grim and Sunday had a little bit of a history leading up
Come to find out,
Yeah.
the
Have
event.
a stalker.
Past episodes, you can watch that.
Yes.
And then we also have Finn Littlemint, the halfling. Aren't you like a mixed halfling?
Yeah, I'm a halfling dwarf. Yeah.
Halfling dwarf.
Interesting.
Dad's a halfling, mom's a dwarf.
Right. Which makes Finn a hairy halfling.
Half dwarf.
Very.
Burly.
Yeah.
Thick.
Got a side beard instead of
Some
an
muscles in there.
Yeah.
He looks like what's that Jedi that
Got a
everybody's making fun of 'cause he
Keyshawn
looks like
hair.
a square?
6 or 7 layers.
Kyron.
Oh, Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
Like
When he takes
this
his
is
shirt
square.
off.
Yeah, he's like just a big square.
Finn Littlemint is a bard. What kind of bard are you?
Lore bard.
Lore bard with a point or level, maybe 1 or 2 in Divine Sorcerer.
Yep, 1
Right.
point in Divine Sorcerer.
Finn is the moral compass of this party.
Oh yeah, so moral with all my slaves.
Yeah.
And
That
this,
I
The
just
attitude,
murdered.
man.
Well,
it's not
morality
so
usually
much
comes
the
with
slaves.
naivete, so that's okay, Finn.
We're freeing him, thank you.
It
You
doesn't
don't
feel
look
like
so.
it.
Look, if all the slaves die before you become the breaker of chains, are you still the breaker of chains?
Like, here, let me just get that for you
No.
on the corpse. Broke it.
I say you're still a slave owner with dead slaves.
Oh, man. I don't...
well,
I'm
there we
appalled.
are. Those are our
As a
characters. This is our
Anyway,
table.
if anyone's missing the
Yeah.
the
context?
undermarks of what we're saying, so we freed a couple of slaves, right? But one of them had an intellect devourer in their head, so we ended up last session having to kill it, and that's
Oh.
why everyone's all like,
Oh yeah.
"We're not really
Yeah.
freeing them.
And now
They're
there,
not a real person. They're
Yeah.
a monster."
Yeah.
and now there is
I'm
another
worried
slave
about
that was
Finn's
freed,
mentality on the whole subject of. That's what I'm concerned about.
and another slave was freed. But now everybody has like questions.
Yeah.
Finn's dark side.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Welcome to Chronicles of the Coast.
So, we,
Like, share, subscribe.
yeah.
Yes, please.
Comment
Just
down below.
watch.
At the very least, share it. At the very least, subscribe if you like us, hate us, whatever. I don't care. Just like
I
it.
don't even think we've had a single thumbs down. Give me 1 thumbs down. Just one.
It's a test.
Yeah. We haven't made it if we don't have haters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody hate us, please.
But just like hate us in People Magazine. Or
Listen,
something.
they're gonna say they hate us because they hate us pretty soon. I don't want to hear any of this. Okay,
Not a
guys?
saying.
Yeah.
It is because
Wow.
they hate
It's not a
us.
thing.
Yeah, guys, we don't need like a vote bomb here, okay?
Just one, please.
Moral compass.
One,
No.
not 1,000.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
That one
You're gonna
guy.
give it to me.
We
Don't do it, Badger. We're all thinking it, but please don't do it, Badger. You're like our only like recurring subscriber. I'm kidding.
No, we have a lot.
I'm kidding.
We have a lot, but they're on vacation.
Yeah,
Why are those
totally.
numbers going down? 76, 75, 74.
Yeah, wait, what's happening?
Anyway,
Anyway.
This is what happens when we let Finn talk.
keep derailing.
Okay.
So,
All right. Here you are standing in this room. The stone ground, the cold water dripping here and there, the smell of the earth fills your nostrils, tinged and tainted by the scent of the coppery blood spilling the floor across the entire visage before you. The intellect devourers, having broken free of the confines of the skulls, are dead at your feet, scarred, burned, sliced, chopped. For the most part, the room is very quiet.
I immediately start counting the intellect devourers. Isn't there one missing here, guys?
I'm poking them just to
Didn't
make
you
sure
see
they're
one
dead.
disappear?
Yeah, I remember that one too. But I
Oh,
looked down
yes.
at Legazi, who's still unconscious.
Legazi, having fallen to the floor, you see that she is breathing, but her eyes kind of dart to the side a little bit, looking this way and that, in a panicked sense. Though she is unresponsive at the moment, she has the symptoms of being unconscious. As you count the intellect devourers across the room, you do see that there were 2 bugbears that never had their skull opened up. And as for the ones, the ratio of collapsed skull to intellect devourer, there is one missing.
Cole goes to work tying up Lugazi.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't Follow doing that?
Hey Cole, how are you feeling, buddy?
Yeah, just
I'm hurt, I'm fine.
Are you hurt? Do you need some healing?
Yeah, let me do this first.
Okay.
yeah.
And sing him a song of the Heartland.
Halfling home, take me home to that old King's Road.
Tear. I'm like leather straps around her, like hog tying her. It's like, oh.
Gotta tie up a fellow orc.
I'll tell your son you fought well.
brings you back to a
Sunday,
time when you
Sunday
remember
gas.
your own mistreatment at the hands of your own family, your own tribe. And a bit of sorrow fills your heart.
I mean, we're not 100%, right?
I haven't felt 100% in a long time. Thing.
Go ahead, give me an intelligence survival check with advantage because you are a sailor. Are you proficient in
In
advantage?
survival.
Yeah.
So survival is a wisdom skill, right?
Yeah, but supplant it with intelligence.
15.
Probably doesn't make a difference, does it? Maybe a point or two?
One less.
One less. Alright. 15. Got it. So, Legazi, the half-orc, wearing the plate mail taken from a fallen knight previously in the dungeon, is tied down, the weapon removed from her, and she continues to be unresponsive for the most part.
Oh man, what do we think happened here? One of these face huggers disappeared. Is it in there?
So, like, at a game, we haven't actually seen them change into, like, somebody's head before, correct? Like, we've never actually seen them walk into somebody's brain. We've seen Cole go unconscious,
I
and it
think-
almost happened,
Yeah,
and we've seen it come out of plenty of other people's heads.
I think that's the closest we've come, Finn. I think you're right.
Well, I guess there's only one way to find out.
Hold on.
Whoa. So easy, Sunday.
No?
You said that's a room back there for surgery, right?
I got surgery right here.
Surgery?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we walked past a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. There was a table and then tools and equipment.
If I'm being too ghoulish here, is it too much to say? Is there any way to look inside of her head and actually see that it's a devourer? Or are we going to play this game of asking it 20 questions until we figure out if it actually is or
Are you suggesting we perform cranial operation?
That's what I'm saying. Right through the ear, and it comes out the top.
That's called death.
It's effective. You know what's in there, right?
Cole starts securing the room. Just walking perimeter, making sure I secure it as
Fine, I
much.
won't.
let's
Fine.
Let
fine.
talk.
and see if the room is suitable for surgery.
Grim, is there any other like ideas you can come up with about?
I walk away and just kicked one of the dead devours.
I know of a spell, but it's not in my book.
So I'm wondering right now, is protection from evil and good going to release the possession of the intellect devourer? If it is controlling Legazi. But I'm thinking right now, since it's called an intellect devourer, that Legazi's straight up dead, and this is
That spell has been known to prevent possession. But has she been possessed, or has she been replaced?
Sunday's just poking at one of the dead intellect devours. Just waiting for you guys to make a decision so I can make a decision.
I'm going to use the Mandolin of Cantaloupe, the ham bone, and I'm going to cast protection from evil and good onto Legazi.
Describe this to me.
Since this has to be coming from the magic of the mandolin, get out, get on out, get out. I said, get on out.
You begin casting the spell. Is this a ritual?
No, it is a spell that is on the mandolin itself.
Oh, okay. So out of the mandolin, you expend a charge, playing the instrument of the dulcet tunes produce themselves.
Yeah.
Interesting thing about elven instruments that you might find interesting is that they are the only instrument in the Forgotten Realms of Toril and etc. that can emulate the sound of an electric guitar.
What? Dang.
They're obviously not an electric guitar, but they're the only one that can kind of produce that same
That's
vibe.
cool.
Like a twang. Yeah.
Yeah, it comes straight from Ed Greenwood, I think his name is. Anyways.
They know harmonics.
I
and all
ready
that.
magic missile from my wand in case something does jump out of this brain.
Action readied, spell cast, tunes
I'm still
from your
poking the
mandolin,
brain.
produced, words of incantation spoken, magic flows forth from you. The vibrational energy of this spell and the stringed instrument reach the body. You see Legazi's form contort. And it falls back like this, twitches and spasms, and magically expelled is an intellect devourer onto the ground.
Fucking way.
It currently staggers a little bit and crawls as if it doesn't know what's going on and
poking the
tries to
brain.
move itself away.
Another one.
No fucking.
You did not have an action
No,
prepared.
it was already. I was over
Get
here.
him, Grim. Get him.
I'm trying.
Get him, Grim.
I just jump and scream. That's what Sunday does.
Yeah, like as it happens, just like, oh, ew,
Because
ew,
she
ew,
seriously
ew,
is not paying
ew.
attention because usually the last thing was happening, like, we all kind of got thunderstruck. So she's just over here. Come on, so I can kill it.
11 damage.
11 wand of magic missiles produced. You,
Nice.
with a flourish, the force of the magic missile collides into the broadside of the intellect devourer, piercing through with a bright light as it strikes into and expulses itself out through the backside, blood and gray matter splattering across the stonework. It staggers a little bit. Clarity's still alive. Roll for initiative.
Good job.
What? My free action. What? What? It worked. 14.
14.
I got 14 as well.
Anybody get higher than 20?
I got 20.
You got 20? What's your dex mod?
Plus 2.
Roll off.
Roll off.
D20.
Oh
D20.
my god, is he gonna jump?
6.
20.
It's gonna be one of those nights.
What did you get? 10? 10?
Yeah.
The intellect devourer goes first. It immediately
not even near
targets. It immediately targets Cole and tries
cross the room.
and it strikes you with a ranged attack.
Oh.
Shitballs. Alright.
Intelligence saving throw.
Fail.
All right. Cole, as this intellect devourer tries to scurry and crawl away across the stonework, injured from the attack, this vibrational energy from it kind of ripples out through realm space towards you and strikes you, and you immediately feel this pain in your head as it racks up and fills your thoughts, and blood pours from your nose as if you have just been punched in the face. You're going to take 11 psychic damage.
Oh.
Wow.
Golly.
Yeah, Cole just went unconscious.
No.
Pretty close.
As well,
No. I like the wells.
Cole. Don't die, man.
is your intelligence lower than 10?
Yes.
You drop unconscious to the ground.
Okay.
Your intelligence is now
still on the
reduced to
floor.
0.
Cool.
You are stunned.
Oh boy.
Is the devourer still crawling around outside?
Yes.
Who's-
Sorry, who was the next highest?
I had a 14 and so did John. What's your dex mod?
It was plus 3.
Oh, so you go first if Sunday didn't
I got a
beat us. Okay.
Finn.
Seeing this creature emerge from Legazi's head, a mixture of happiness and fear as I almost see Cole hit the ground.
Right. Face first.
Fucking face plant. Last time this happened, did healing him make him go back to normal, or is he like hit with an effect?
This intellect devourer appears to be stronger than previously. Last time healing did work.
Okay.
It might work this time. But this one is a little bit different. You can see that right away.
It's my
Leader.
brothers. My brain is.
It's a boss.
Can I see it?
It's a,
Devourer.
it's a
Jesus devourer.
It's like a type.
What?
Do I have line of sight?
Yes.
I just got the one out of the way.
Oh man.
Oh,
almost
man,
out of
it's right.
spells. I don't have anything to like hurt him. I mean, and like protect Cole at the same time. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk over to Cole and I'm going to cast. Fudge. That won't work, will it? Because we just said healing word probably won't work.
He didn't say that. He said it might or might not.
All right. I'm gonna get down on Cole and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at first level. And that is a D4 plus, or a D8 plus 4. And that is 3 plus 4. 9. Not 9. 7.
7 healing.
Yep.
The healing overtakes Cole. Cole, you regain 7 hit points, but you remain
0 intelligence.
0 intelligence.
Nope.
Rack.
So it's you, Greg.
Oh yeah, that's not daunting. Okay, well
Your
for
fault.
starters, this thing has to die. So it's got to be another magic missile shot.
Okay. The guaranteed hit with magic missile as you brandish your wand and flurry through the air. Tell me what happens.
Oh, 6, 7, 8,
Rolls.
9, 10, 11 damage.
Yes.
As I shoot out one of the last remaining few charges of this wand, it just almost seems to like sputter and stutter out the energy, like it's clearly failing. This is a desperate last act to save my friend.
Magic missiles fly out of the wand and collide into the side of the Intellect Devourer once again. This time, large chunks of gray matter expunge themselves away. Did I just use the wrong word? I'm going with
I
it.
love it.
I'm going with it.
Yeah.
That's what expunge means now. And it erupts. Pieces of it fly everywhere. The Intellect Devourer has a massive chunk out of it, giving itself sort of a comical U shape, a horseshoe out of brain and feet, as it plops to the ground and begins to ooze its weird alchemical excretions upon the ground.
Oh, it sustained massive brain damage. Fellas, somebody get it. Sunday, stab it.
Yeah. It's my turn, right?
It is very much dead, but you can
dead.
stab it.
Oh, stab it,
Killed
Sunday.
You killed it.
Stab it.
Holy.
Cole.
I think it's dead, Graham.
Cole. How are you, buddy?
Fala runs over and is over the top of Cole. Fala puts their mechanical hands over Cole and like lifts up Cole's head. Graham?
We're gonna fix him, Follow. We're gonna make sure that he's all right.
Graham, do something.
I
It's still there, right?
I don't know if it's. I don't know, Finn.
can you do
Damn
that?
it, Finn!
Can you do that spell
I'm a
again?
spy, not a doctor.
Finn, can you cast the spell again?
Protection from evil and good.
Do you wait? No, it didn't go into him. Duh. It's right there, dead. I'm panicked. I'm freaking out.
Wait a second.
We gotta fix.
Sunday
I walk
kisses
over.
it.
I walk over to Legazi and
Sunday
I cast
kisses
Cure
it.
Wounds on Legazi.
Looking over at
at
Legazi,
Cole.
you see that Legazi's eyes have rolled back into her head, and she seems to be going through some.
Oh shit.
As the body is shutting itself down.
Oh my fucking
Dead.
god. She's dead. She's fucking brain. I don't have greater restoration.
Sunday kisses Cole
Somebody come over here and is he dying?
No.
to try to
Legazi is
revive him
dying.
Legazi is dying.
because she doesn't know what to do, and she read that someplace.
Can I spare the dying? Will that do anything?
What does Spare the Dying do?
It doesn't work.
There's no way in the water, but it makes a
Oh, cool.
unstable creature stable.
Oh my god, dude! I got nothing on
She is dying.
Because she has no brain.
Do you want to give me a medicine check?
Yeah, we'll let me take a medicine check here. That is a 7 plus 5. 4. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
You have got the feeling that her brain is gone, and that as of right now, it's a body. It's just a shell of meat, which is dying without its brain The
Right.
vital functions of breathing and a heartbeat are shutting themselves down.
So we can kick him out, but we lose the.
Yeah, it's an intellect
It doesn't matter.
You begin to understand now that the intellect devourer not only destroys the mind, but it consumes the brain in its magical possession of the body.
Take a drink.
I got nothing. We gotta get him out of here.
Wake up, Cole!
We gotta get him. That won't help.
I thought kissing him would definitely wake him up. Look.
God damn it.
We gotta get him.
Sunday, stop.
Sorry, just
Came out my nose that time.
I'm gonna go look in the in this creepy creature's room for a spell book or spell scrolls. Maybe there's something that can help Cole.
She ain't got no brain anymore, right?
Can't be the only time that they've had to run into this issue dealing with
I hold
intellect
Legazi's hand.
devourers.
Grim.
Yeah, I'm busy. What? I'm trying to find something to help Cole. What?
Oh.
I hold Legazi's hand
Fine.
while she slowly dies.
Finn Littleman, there for Legazi, holds her hand as her spirit surely moves on to whatever afterlife she may have believed in. Grim, you investigate the area. Give me an investigation check.
All you care about snooping around.
I'm trying to shut up, Sunday. That's gonna
Looking
be a
for something
22.
magnetic. Throw it in.
22. Very nice. Grim goes about ransacking everything in order to try to find any source of
A restoration.
I see like a really cool candelabra. I'm like, don't break that!
magical abilities, scrolls, potions, anything and everything that could possibly help you, help your friend. As you search through everything, there is actually quite a lot of things in here that you come across.
Oh God.
This particular laboratory was very well stocked. Whoever this drow was, he or she must have been somebody important in order to have so many things here. You come across. You want to write this down? It's a bit to write down.
Okay.
We'll see if any of it's going to help you. First thing you come across. $180 electrum pieces. Oop.
My friend's dying and you're filling your pockets with coins.
50 gold pieces.
So mad at you,
I'm
Grim.
not even picking them up. I'm just counting them
I don't think
meticulously.
I don't think she'll.
That's not helping Cole's
I can do this at a glance. It's a problem that I have. Leave me alone.
OCD is no
God.
laughing matter.
Exactly.
If I was a real zombie right now, I would eat your face off.
You practically are.
You find a filter of love.
Oh, great. What's Finn's favorite drink?
A potion of supreme healing.
It's Finn's nightcap.
A potion of climbing.
What happens at the Goblin
Am I going
Bazaar
too
stays
fast
at
for
the
you?
Goblin
No, I'm good.
Bazaar.
Bag of holding.
Damn.
I checked to see if anything's inside the bag of holding.
Yeah, you take the bag of holding up in hand, dump it upside down. A couple of items fall out of there. Good idea checking it.
7 intellect devour.
Trying to keep him alive. You count the coins, Sunday.
I'm trying to hold his head off the ground and keep him comfortable. My friend's looking in his eyes.
You find a
Lids open.
you find a lance. Not a lance, a halberd. You pull out a halberd. Yeah.
Take my bag Sunday and use it to prop up.
I pull out a halberd.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, so there is a halberd inside. As soon as it drops to the ground, you recognize it as something magical.
Okay.
I just hear like off
from
the
the get-go.
distance, clank, 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 clank.
Gigantic pole.
Useless.
Next to the halberd falls a potion of healing.
Put the halberd back in there.
3 arrows that appear to be magical. A warlock spell scroll.
Oh man, I'm not a warlock.
But that's all.
All right, and then that was it as far as what I found as well. And the
Yeah, everything else. I mean, you have the journal, you find surgical instruments. There are 3 or 4 daggers made out of obsidian scalpels made out of obsidian that can be used as a dagger, as well as 1 scalpel made of adamantine that could also be used as a dagger.
Okay.
But, no, sorry, nothing else. A quick look at the spell scroll of the warlock, you recognize the spell Misty Step.
Misty Step. Useless. None. I can't find anything to help save Cole. None of this will help. Maybe the money will help. Maybe we can buy something.
The money will help.
Maybe we could trade the
What was
money
that, Grim?
for
Money?
something to help our friend.
I'm still holding Legazi's hand as she's dying, and
Well, Legazi is gone now.
yeah.
Finn handed me his
feel the
pack to
cold-
put under Cole's
Feel the
head.
warmth leave her body.
Oh my God! I think we gotta go to the surface. I don't think we can help him from down here. Maybe at the bazaar. Maybe
We finished the job.
finish the job.
We literally just had 2 of our friends die for this. We finished the job.
Cole's not dead, Finn. He just can't.
Paula, are you okay?
Cole.
Paula,
Can you
come
hold
here,
Cole?
Paula.
This isn't okay.
Come stand by me.
No,
Come stand
I'm
by
going
me.
to stay with Cole.
That's
Just-
what I mean. That's
yeah.
what I meant.
He's still breathing.
I know.
He's still in there.
I was talking
Follow.
about Bullhill, but
Fala grabs and scoops up Cole. And
exactly.
Okay.
Fala actually being about 2 inches taller than Cole,
Right.
shoulders the burden somewhat well. Cole has a lot of mass.
We have
Cole's
to
weapon
save the
clings and
souls.
drops to the floor.
Well, I put the
I'll pick it up.
items back into the bag of holding, and if any of the other things I grabbed will fit, I put as many as will fit in there.
Yeah.
Um,
Basically everything you want to grab fits into that bag of holding.
okay, we got to get out of here. We got to retreat. We can't leave Cole like this.
Can we
can't.
drag Legazi?
Why do we
Put him in the bag of holding.
why do you want to drag her? What?
Because we can still bring her back to life.
What?
You can cast, what is it called? I've seen you do it before, Grim. Keep bodies alive for a while, like so they're preservable.
Yes. I have a spell.
I've seen the basement, Grim.
Repose, gentle. It's gentle repose, but how is that? Why do we care about Legazi before we care about Cole?
Cole's still alive. He will be fine if we give him time. I'm sure of it.
Does Cole
me take
look
a medicine
fine right
check.
now?
Will Cole eventually?
Does Cole look fine right now?
Will this eventually wear off? Or
Cole's
does he-
eyes have kind of rolled back into his head and he is drooling down the side of his face.
Or does he need a greater? Cole's just like shaking his head up.
I think Cole needs a greater restoration.
I need to make a
Pronto.
medicine check right now to see if Cole needs a greater restoration or will he die. Yeah, the best medicine check of all times. He's perfectly fine.
Awesome.
He's perfectly fine. He just needs time to sleep it off.
Fala looks at you and is like, this isn't like the other times he falls over unconscious.
Okay.
No, it's not.
This is
Okay.
different.
He's
It is
drooling.
I've come around to your guys' way of seeing this.
I think
Let's
he-
just fit Legazi's dead body inside of one of these bags of holding and let's go.
I think he might have done one of those things that happens to you when you have fluids leak.
What? Bleed out?
No, the other fluids.
Pee?
Yeah.
Crap
I
himself?
think he peed himself.
Oh. It's okay, buddy. Prestidigitation him real quick.
okay.
Alright, whatever. Prestidigitation. Let's.
Clean up Cole.
I put Legazi back inside the bag. And
Put her in a body bag.
I put her in a body bag, I guess.
I got Cole's axe.
Hey, you made sure that was a bag of holding and not a bag of devouring.
I hope it was.
You checked for real, right?
No, I didn't check. I didn't have
Quick
time.
folk argue
I was
amongst
just-
yourselves too
Can we get out of here?
Can you open the bag for me for a second?
Yeah, put your arm in there.
I put my arm inside of it.
I pull out
It's
a
gonna roll.
Oh my god!
Oh, way to go,
Oh
Finn.
my god! So this is how Finn Littleman dies.
Please don't be a bag of devouring. There's some good stuff in there.
You threw it all in, buddy?
It was already in there. Why wouldn't I think it was
fell out.
safe? Little man, what?
Dumped it out.
Oh, wow.
We were talking about new characters. Never.
So
Finn,
oh
Sucked
my
into it.
god.
Asmodeus.
Do I make a
Finn, as you reach, having put Legazi into your bag of holding, your hand is grabbed.
my bag of holding?
Jesus.
The new one?
No,
Which one? Okay, so you put your hand into that bag of holding. Legazi is in your bag of holding.
I was planning on doing that. But
Okay,
it sounds a lot
but-
cooler now that
but
Legazi's body has just been thrown inside of the bag of devouring.
What's happening? What's happening? What's every?
I can't write. I can't write it. I can't edit this. Come on, we gotta throw his body in. Let's do this.
The bag grips you and turns itself into some amorphous shape resembling a mouth. And it quickly it munches its way up your arm, and you look on in horror before the flap flips over the top of your head, and it just falls down to the ground and then closes itself. Finn Littlemint has disappeared before your eyes. Fauna's like, oh, God!
This has just become a horror story, man.
Where did he go?
I don't. Let me take a look at that. Can I see?
this looks Finn?
Yeah, he's straight up shit.
Oh my god.
I open this bag and inspect it with Arcana.
You better blast a fireball in that thing.
It's not gonna eat me, is it?
I don't even get a save.
You put your hand in the bag, man.
I think you gave up your save.
Do any of my friends have a reaction to grab me as I say in the bag of devouring, and then I stick my arm inside of it?
Cole. And follow.
Oh my god, this is hilarious.
Busy while
It's okay.
we all die.
Sorry, Grim. You were asking me something.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if there. Can I tell if he? Is this a bag of devouring for real? What just happened?
You suspect this might be a bag of devouring.
How did I miss this the first time I put things into it? What happened?
Son of a
Can I tell why it tricked me?
Well, for one, I explained also that when you emptied the bag, that I said you turned it upside down and inside out. Or not inside out, but upside down, and it clattered to the ground. So there's one on how you didn't catch this.
Okay.
And two, putting things in the bag doesn't always trigger this. However, you suspect this is a bag of devouring.
Do I know? Is there any way to?
Pick it up and dump it upside down again.
Yeah,
Give me
I
your,
do that.
Give me your Arcana check.
Oh, 14. It's not great. It's not great.
I'm just Sunday's just freaking out. She's like, did that just happen? Is this
So,
happening?
with your 14, you know that
What can I do?
organic material typically is lost forever when you put it inside of a bag of devouring. You know that there might be a chance to save the person in there if you are strong enough. You believe you can pull them out.
Oh, Cole. Cole, where are you, baby? We need you now more than ever. It's the day the music died. I can't deal with this.
I can't cast spells. Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
He
want
gets
his character?
Sunday.
Do you want his character sheet?
Sunday.
Yeah?
Sunday.
Take it. It gets way worse.
Oh, Sunday.
Will you try to pull Finn out of the bag?
Me? I don't.
Any of you?
Not even.
Collectively together, you could both try.
Do not do it.
Could the three of us try with Fala?
Fala could certainly
Commit.
try. Fala,
Yes.
Fala, hearing what's going on, perks up. You
Put
muttering
Cole
to
down. We
yourself.
need your help. Don't drop him. Set him down gently.
Fala puts Cole down, looks over at the bag.
Damn it, Cole. We
Do,
need you.
do, Grim, talk to me. What do I do?
Follow. I'm gonna save him.
How are you going to save him?
I've been saving this for special
Is
occasions.
there anything heavy in here we can tie
I got you.
Fala off to?
Hang on. I got this.
Okay.
I pull out a vial, unstop her my potion of frost giant strength.
Oh.
We're gonna do this! Come on, Sunday!
It's like we're drinking dry.
Oh, like Willie from The Simpsons, man.
Pulse up your neck. You swallow like little bits of a potion, like you kind of gag for a second as a giant's toenail scrapes the back of your throat, and it's just. And it's the buffest little gnome anyone has ever seen in their life.
He rips his little
Sunday's
just checking it out.
It's like a 9-pack of abs all the way down.
Dude, he always had that.
like,
He always had that.
Yeah.
12.
No, they're just they're defined, yeah. I don't know exactly what that beefs my strength up to. I don't have a DM's guide, so we're gonna have to
A
look at
lot.
that. But potion.
You
of-
better hurry up because the timer is ticking on Finn.
I feel
well,
like it's a +6 modifier probably.
What potion was it?
potion of frost giant strength.
Okay.
Last time's probably
Your strength as of right now is 23.
23.
23
+5. No, 6.
plus 6.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, gentlemen.
Get him. I got your
You
feet.
gonna help me?
I got
so
your
they
feet.
can assist me, right?
Advantage.
Yeah. Try to help.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god!
I'll stand on the backside of it to try to open it up.
Oh man, that ain't
You
great.
reach into the bag
That's
of
20.
You reach into the bag of devouring.
God damn it.
Oh, no.
So much for your 12-pack.
I'm sorry. It's the dice.
Sucked me in.
The bag of devouring reaches up your arm and it grabs you, and in a moment of fear, you're like, "Ah!" and it reaches up and over and then swallows you up, and you are pulled inside of the bag of devouring.
Oh my god, no.
Sunday? Before Sunday can do anything, Fala immediately rushes over and tries to.
Oh no.
What die do I use?
Not the other one.
No.
Yeah?
Use the good one.
The
Dream
good.
smash right
Use the Kraken dice, the one that rolls 20s a lot.
Fala reaches into the bag of devouring.
It's too late. It's not my fault.
Fall has advantage. Sunday's helping.
Sunday, you are assisting.
Unless we go that restore.
What is your strength score,
My
Sunday?
heart right
8.
now is so
8? Your strength is 8?
Oh, I'm racing
so
right now.
hard.
Yeah.
This is so sad. I can't fucking believe it.
God damn it.
This is all my fault. I'm so sorry. I go from one fuck up to another.
Just made it worse. Bye, Fala.
You need to let go.
Fala is able to reach into the bag of devouring and reaching around, and Fala feels the fleshy hand of something inside reaching and clawing and grasping. But Fala does everything she can to try and pull out of the bag. Fala will roll with that advantage.
Oh, Jesus.
This is it. Doesn't look good. It's not looking good. It's
Fala is not able to pull anybody out of the bag.
Groaner.
Sunday, would you like to try yourself?
No. There's nothing I can do.
So sad.
you have advantage. You never know.
so
You might get a natural 20.
Nope. No.
Sunday, with
I'm like in shock and
with
awe.
with as much
my
sadness as
knees.
Fala can convey with her construct face, she puts the bag down and steps away.
I'm doing the same thing, looking at Cole's on the ground.
I want to go home. Sunday, I want to go home.
Okay.
I want to go home right now.
Pick up Cole. Collect our shit. We're leaving.
Fala reaches over to Cole, gently picks Cole up, looks at Cole, and then looks back at that bag,
We're taking the bag.
scoops up Cole, kicks the bag as hard as Fala can
Right.
across the room and against the wall.
I'm cool with that. But I'll go collect it anyway. There still could be a chance. Somebody else could. Let's just hurry up and get out of here.
Timer's ticking.
You know the way out of here, right? Follow.
Can I metagame this?
This is your last chance. Finn and Grim, please make one strength saving throw.
Does Grim still
Come
have
on,
the giant
guys.
strength?
He still has the potion.
Okay.
Not with advantage, I assume.
Can I assist Grim so that he makes it out?
No, you cannot assist each other.
You can't do that at all.
Dude, pocket dimension. It's infinitely big.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell you guys know where each other are.
Okay, hold on.
I mean,
Possibly.
unless Jesse
We
wants
can't
to be
see each
nice,
other,
I should
right?
shut my mouth.
At all.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, plus 1 from my cloak, so 20 again.
2.
Finny.
-1.
As Fala kicks the bag across the room, you manage to, in air, you unflap it, and you reach out and begin pulling the bag off and around you, trying to push it off.
Hey! Help!
Kick it again, Fala!
Don't kick me! Get me out of here!
Fala rushes to go.
Kick it!
Fala rushes to go and kick the bag again, hoping it will do something to help Finn.
Hold on,
good.
Oh yeah, my d20s are over there.
Give him his dice back.
Fala kicks it.
Kick it again.
Instead, kicks Grim right in the face.
Oh no!
Out of a D100, I rolled a 1.
Oh,
A 1 on a D100. But like as your jaw kind of like cracks and blood begins to drip from your face from the kick, you are freed from the bag of devouring.
God.
Oh my god!
Grim!
Finn,
Fit!
at the end of your turn, you were devoured.
There's no way for me to. That's it.
As of this moment, Finn does not have a body for you to bring back.
God. God. Damn it!
Take that bag with us anyway. Grim! Get him up.
Where were you?
Hey, we were here. Look, you're out. You're alive.
No thanks to you.
What do you know?
I was yelling, screaming,
We were doing
help,
what we could.
and you said, you told the... Get
You're welcome.
Fala, Cole.
You're welcome.
Get Cole, Fala. Help us out of here.
You're welcome.
From what?
We need to go home right now.
Let's go home.
So nobody knows. I am so sorry, Finn.
It happens.
Nobody knows that Finn
Is gone.
has been annihilated.
You're right.
Grim, as you reach over to grab the bag to take it with you, hoping that something will happen, you notice
Yeah.
that the zipper on the bag has got a little screaming devil face.
Really? With the mouth open?
Made by a Sarac.
Oh, dude, is this the full
Sarac
circle?
Wait,
is this the full circle?
Sarac wear.
I know that symbol, perhaps, because we were
You know where
friends.
Finn would be.
You know that
Oh
symbol.
my god.
Yeah.
He knew it. He knew it all along, guys.
I just...
And so you hightailed it out.
Yeah.
You dash as fast as you can, take as many actions as possible. You dash
Yes.
past the bazaar. Goblins look at you in a confused manner. one of the guards says, "Rat tail is that way," and you dash up the stairs, past all of the iridescent fungal paintings on the wall,
Yep.
back to the dungeon level, all the way across. You pass by that bronze statue. You move through the area that had been cleaned by the jelly that you had slain, that you messed with Muckety Muck 99, down through the halls, all the way back to the central chamber at the bottom of the well, the yawning portal, and there is a bucket there. A tin bucket at the end of a rope.
Cole.
Just get in Cole's. Get into Cole's purse and take the coin out.
Jeez.
Oh, help yourself.
You want out of here? Ungrateful one.
Ungrateful. Did you extend a hand? How's your arm?
It actually hurts, a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still jacked?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, I want to just see him, like, you know what, forget this, and just start arm over arm climbing back up the rope.
Sunday's just thinking, should have left him in there.
You did leave me in there.
I said that to myself. You didn't hear me.
You said it out loud.
I did.
Yeah. You feel guilty.
Oh,
I see a mirror cracking plenty.
can we stop arguing and get up to
Exactly.
I want to go home, Grim.
Fine. Put the money in the
Ping,
bucket.
ping, 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 ping.
Searching
Go.
through Cole's possessions, you find a place where he stashes a coin.
There's a lot
And
in there.
that is between Sunday and Cole. And we're not going to talk about that.
We're done.
What the?
I don't know where Cole keeps his coin. I'm just saying.
It's the bag of holding.
Oh, there you
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Like everything.
I carefully inspect the. You know what? Never mind. Reach on in, Sunday.
I am.
go.
Get the coin
And
out.
so, coin after coin, you drop down 4 coins into the bucket, and you hold a 5th in your hand, and
Yes.
you pause and reflect for just a second. You give the rope a couple of tugs, and after a short pause, the bucket ascends into the darkness
Sunday's eyes
to the
well
top,
up
to where there is
without
a
Grim noticing.
glimmer of light at the top of the well, your hope and salvation. Momentarily, a larger device descends. A crane lowers down a man lift of sorts and settles itself down into the soft sand and bone at the bottom of the yawning portal. One by one, you ascend back up. Finally, at the very end, Cole going up first, with Timbers riding along, and then Fala. And Sunday, you're the last to ascend.
Okay.
How did I not see this?
While I'm waiting and I'm by myself, Sunday is crying.
As
Her
you
heart
wait
is
for
broken.
as you wait for it to come down to you, it all just comes out.
Yeah.
And so you reach the top. As one by one you all come out, you see that some people are drinking and laughing and cheering as they see you come out. It's like, "Ah, you made it, well done, only one down!" A large meaty hand from one of the patrons slaps you on the back. His hand calloused from years of blacksmithing, and says, he'll be fine, right?"
I grab it.
The iron
the iron
flex on you.
Yeah.
Not today.
"Wizard!" He lifts up his arm because you still don't weigh very much. He's like,
It's just lifts you off the ground because of the weight being changed.
"You're hurting me!"
Powerfully pumping away.
You're hurting my
Do a curl up. Put me down. It's been a bad day.
Let go of me!
Grim.
Don't worry. The time. He's breathing. I'm sure your friend will be fine. No real loss.
You could never understand.
Cole, gather up, or have Fala grab Cole, and we'll go back to the theater.
Let's get a cart. Let's get a
We'll get
carriage.
a carriage.
You grab the
Yeah,
coin. You manage to flag down one of the carriages. There is is one of the typical carriages for the nobles waiting outside.
We'll take
It's a
it.
good place to pick people up, and you provide the necessary coin. It's a mere 5 gold, and they take you back to the Roseland Theater.
All haggard.
Stopping at the front doors before we walk in. I just brace myself.
It is currently showtime at the theater.
Oh man. I stop about 30 feet away from the marquee, maybe 40 even, just outside of where the line is, and just lean against whatever wall is nearby. Go ahead, Sunday. I'm not ready to go in there yet.
Father gives you a bit of an odd look, and then shoulders up Cole once again, cradling him as best
Take
as
him
they
upstairs,
can,
Paul.
and head straight for the door.
The back door. The back door.
Back door.
Yes.
Okay.
Remember the door that you ran out?
Yeah.
Then
The
take
Father goes around to the back and into the building, steps into the back of the Roseland Theater. You see the familiar faces of the casting crew. Your stage minister, Crowley, is currently giving directions. Doesn't even, so wrapped up in his duties, he doesn't even notice that you come in.
Okay.
And Fala takes Cole upstairs.
So, if I don't go in yet, I'm with Grim. The last things Finn was talking about was he's worried about Harlan being devoured by these creatures.
Well, then you better go
You
check.
want me to go kill him?
And then
No loose ends. Let's go find Lagaz's kid next.
go kill the kid. Go ahead.
I'll think about it. I'll sleep on it. We gotta take care of Fallen right now, but I just wanted your opinion. Do you think
I
he's
don't-
got a brain thing in him?
I don't know. Why don't you go ask him Sunday?
Oh man, that hurts so bad.
I'll wait.
I've got
We'll
something.
wait till everybody's out of here.
I've got an errand to run.
Where are you going?
I've got to go
You
take.
gotta be coming back,
Gotta
right?
go see a man about a horse.
Okay, whatever. Come back, Grim.
Um,
I'll
I'm
go in
gonna
the
go
back
to
door.
the. Is it? Yeah, I'm gonna go to the religious district, and I'd like to go talk to the priest of Gond that we ran into a while back that helped out Fala.
Okay. To make your way to the Temple of Gond. The city of Waterdeep this time of year, winter is letting off, spring has begun to approach, and the snow around you is melting. You can hear the drip and drizzle of water from rooftops moving down gutters and filling the street. You approach the Temple of Gond, the Temple of Gond itself being the actual Temple of Gond and not the temple for all of the other deities. This particular Temple of Gond looks more like a workshop.
Feel at home. Feels nice here.
You approach the doors, they resemble almost stable doors, and you open it up, step inside, and begin your search. And then that's when you hear as bolts and cogs and wheels and screws begin to roll off of the tables and fly in your direction.
Grim's a sticky man
Feeling
now.
this moment of like religious like epiphany. I'm just like I just throw my arms back. Like, I've been through so much.
Roll to your feet.
And if it has to end this way, covered in nuts and bolts, suffocated under the weight of my own magnetism, that's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Priest!
A collection of other gnomes and people who are worshippers of God, tinkerers and engineers, all of themselves. You get quite the collection of puzzled looks as you are now a shambling mound of Detritus.
Detritus. Yeah.
He's more metal than man.
And you call out for the priest.
10 times the gnome any of you are.
A dragonborn priest.
Flink's like,
You've been drinking on the way there?
Yes.
A dragonborn priest by the name of Valletta shows herself. Say, oh,
Priestess,
creature, what is wrong with you?
I am no creature. I am a simple gnome. And I need, you helped me once, remember? My friend. You brought him back.
Who was your friend?
His name is Fallen. Their name is Fallen. They look like a construct, but they're not.
Yes, the construct.
No. Not a construct, a soul.
Yeah.
Otherwise you wouldn't have been able to bring them back.
Indeed, the construct with the soul.
It's, you know what, we'll get into that later. But I have another friend, and he's hurt badly, and it's a creature with 4 legs and a brain, an intellect devourer, and it attacked his ability to process, his ability to think. We applied the electrodes, but we weren't able to get a response from the patient.
Electrodes. He needs electrolytes.
You are a strange one, my little metal friend.
Give him that conjuring.
Yeah. Yes, I administered the conjure aid. I tried everything I know, and it all failed. And as a restoration spell is out of my.
And
Can you help?
I will help your friend, yes. But I must ask, are you feeling all right?
No. It's been. Can I sit down?
Filthy, stinky gnome,
It's.
right?
Perhaps we should go see your friend. We'll leave right at once. Allow me to gather up my reagents and components. And so she disappears for a moment. The Dragonborn Valletta re-emerges wearing traveler's robes and a satchel at her side and says, "Come, let's see about your friend."
Before that all happens, when Grim leaves, my plan was to run upstairs and try to find one of those letters that flies that I have in my room. And I wanted to quickly write a letter to my mother saying we need medical help, come quickly, while he's gone.
Okay.
I don't know what he's doing, so I'm just doing my own thing. That was my plan before I didn't know what.
The letter floats itself off into the distance and takes flight and begins seeking out your mother.
Okay.
As for you, Grim, you will arrive back first to the Rose Thorn. It is about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours later, and the sun has already set beyond the horizon and twilight is well underway. You get back, Valletta in tow, come in through the back door, and Valletta is like taking in the sights and sounds of wonders of everything, but keeping pace and doing her duty. Eagerly, you all ascend the stairs into the upper chambers of the Rose Thorn.
Into the
And
sitting room, right?
into
Yes,
the
no,
sitting room,
yes.
and there Cole is
On the
upon a resting couch.
I walk in, take off my tattered duster jacket and like put it on the coat rack, and it just like
You
falls
would-
through.
You attempt to, but as you take it off, like all of the detritus removes itself from the duster and flies back to you.
Take off my hat. Dust some off, put that on the hat rack.
So Valletta sees Cole and is like, "Is this your friend?"
Yeah, he's
Grim, thank God you returned.
Oh my!
I'm so worried.
What happened exactly?
well, it's I've got the papers here somewhere. It's this thing. It's this creature here. It jumped into his. It attacked his brain, and we killed it, and it made him. It I don't think he's in there as much as he should be.
It was very frightful indeed.
Please help our friend.
I'm going to try. I don't know exactly what is wrong with him, but allow me to try a lesser restoration. I will do everything I can to help, but the temple does enact a fee for these things.
We got you.
Lesser restoration. Is that what you were asking for?
I don't know if that will do it.
Well, perhaps I could do a greater restoration.
It's worth it for Cole.
Yes.
How much?
Grim.
What? We need to know. I've got to write this down.
Always on point. I love you, Grim. Always on point.
You know what? It's fine. You can send me the bill later.
Sunday laughs and cries at the same time at that over that.
Just begin the
So
ritual,
distraught.
priestess.
Greater restoration, fortunately. The temple... If you allow me to speak with your friend Fala afterwards, I will do it for a discounted price of only 100 gold.
Fantastic. Amazing.
Whoa.
Excellent.
You
I will
talk
get to
him
work
with
right away.
Supervision.
She begins to pull out the components. In her hand is a vial of crushed gem of some sort. You can't make it out exactly. You suspect it might be diamond from the rumors that you hear about this particular spell. She brings it in her hand and conjures up the spell. It's like, by the might of God, that which is metal may be repaired, and that which is flesh may be healed. I invoke your blessing, God. Restore this creature. And she places the crushed gem across your forehead, and a magical power emanates from it, reaches down. Cole, your eyes flare open and wide. The light of Radamanthys pours itself out for just a second before fading.
Maybe you guys should get ready to attack that thing when it comes.
Cole!
Jump on him, give him a big hug.
Where are we?
Oh, thank God.
Thank God you're alive.
Why are we back at the theater?
Cole, you better.
So glad you're alive.
You better sit down, bud.
I am sitting.
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
So glad.
Why are we
you're
back at the
alive.
theater?
We had to bring you. You were attacked by one
Like
of the creatures.
squeezing you, choking
You were
out.
hurt badly. No, you haven't been you for hours, and
I feel a little better than when I last remember.
yeah,
So glad you're
you
alive.
won't in a minute, buddy.
Why?
There's no easy way to. Finn's gone.
And
Look around. I don't see Finn. Why are we back at the theater?
We had to come back. There was no way to hit. He's dead, man. We lost him. We almost.
What?
You were.
That
We
bag
almost
ate him.
lost you.
What bag?
This.
that bag ate Finn and Grim, and me and Fala tried to save them both, but we were only able to get Grim.
Liar!
Liar? We were the only one that came out.
You didn't. You. Are
So
you okay?
Finn's in there,
He's not. We don't know.
I don't know. I don't think so.
but he went in there.
I was almost.
It ate them.
I almost died. Was.
It ate them.
Oh, it's cocked.
Yeah, Cole rages and dives in.
To the bag?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Little man!
Can we grab his foot?
Oh no!
Fala immediately tries to grab Cole as well. However, Cole is very quick, and
Can't matter.
you dive.
I mean, I'll reach in.
You reach in. This is how I picture this. I mean, this isn't a Bugs Bunny
Like
cartoon.
the dog.
You know, you put it down on
It's
the
a
floor
bag.
and you climb a ladder and off the diving board. But I picture this as you immediately reach in, and when you can't find, you move in a little bit further and put your head in there and really reach in.
Can I contest this?
No.
I'm holding it.
Me too.
You still got the giant strength? You still got the giant strength.
I don't think so. It's been a long
You
time.
can
I already
close the
said,
bag and
I already
walk away
said it
from
had
him.
been an hour and a half for him to get
Yeah.
there and back.
I don't know how long it lasts, but I doubt it's 8
Oh.
hours.
Nothing happens. Once you're inside, it is an inky blackness. You don't see anything inside. There is no sound, no return to your cries.
In a panic, I start to reach in, and then I dump it out.
Fala already immediately also tries to react, but doesn't get it right. Instead, like, grabs the bag and grabs Cole, and is just like bear hugging you, and you both topple over onto the ground. And Fala yells out, "Not you too!"
So as I rage, Radamanthys becomes spirit form and rises up above me out of my tattoos. He sees what's going on. He's been watching the whole time. He reaches down and speaks in Celestial to Cole. Calm down, my son. It's over. He's gone. I end my rage and drop the bag. He's my first friend.
I know, man. I know. He brought me a cake on my birthday for my.
I know, so much good food.
Oh, his little spice sack. Man. Has anyone?
How could you let this happen?
You seen him? He reached right in.
He did.
He was stupid enough to do it. Shut
We
up.
did everything we could, Cole.
You weren't you. You didn't see him. That's right. You didn't see him. You weren't you. Oh, Cole. I'm so sorry. I lost him. I didn't know it was gonna be a bag of devouring. They're rumors, legends. Why would magic?
The priest is still around us?
Yeah.
Does this mean that he's gone for good?
Oh, I am afraid that I don't have much experience with these artifacts. I work with mechanical means, these arcane constructs of sorts. This bag. I've heard rumors of their like before, but never encountered one. Bags of devouring for a reason are not commonly sold in Waterdeep. This one has very good likeness of an actual bag of devouring. I would not have noticed it myself. I suggest you destroy it.
Did everything fall out when he dumped it out again?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, all of the inorganic material did fall out of the bag.
What is it?
Everything I was holding?
No, not the stuff that was on your person.
No, just what we
But
found.
the halberd, the filter of
potions,
love, and all that crap.
the trigger objects.
At this point, the footsteps heard up the backside. The door opens, and a small halfling steps through, and in front of you is the eyes of Harlan, and he sees all of you and is like, "Oh, I'll get right to work, Chef.
Wait.
I'm sorry, Chef. What?"
I casually, suspiciously walk behind him and close the door.
Ever the sneak Sunday.
Sunday, I can't talk right now. I have to get back to work. Faina's going to be very upset if he finds out that I was.
Quick.
I was only taking a break. I promise.
Why are you
Put my
being so
finger on his
into it?
lip.
She steps through the door.
He doesn't even know yet.
That's why I'm trying to shut him up, Grim.
Harlan,
What?
bring us the good cookies. The ones that Finn says never that we shouldn't, that none of it, that we can't ever, that you can't have.
Right. The ones in this pillowcase.
Yeah, bring us the good cookies, bud.
Yeah, I'll go make some more. and Harlan dashes down the stairs back to the kitchen.
I can't even
You didn't
say
want
it
to tell
yet.
him?
No. Because I don't want to accept it yet.
I don't either.
What if we wish? What if we
You
make
gotta
a
wish,
wish?
Grim. You can just pull macaroni out of your hat.
I could probably pull macaroni out of my hat, but I can't wish. But I think maybe we could find someone who can. Maybe at the.
I don't know, Grim. Wishes are scary things. I've heard lots of.
Are you back?
What about your family?
Are you back in the same room as the cleric?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still here?
She,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
so
we gotta pay that fool.
So Valletta is standing there and is like, "You have another friend that you lost?
Yes.
Yes, Finn
May-
Littleman, our friend, is inside.
May I see them
this.
as well?"
How?
No. Because they were devoured.
They were the one in the back.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm just pointing at the
And so you were not able to retrieve a body. I understand now. I'm sorry. My condolences. No, as for returning, perhaps your friend is not dead. There are certain services. I mean, you may or may not have heard that there are wizards who have the ability to scry and divine what happened to certain people.
Familiar.
Yes. Well, it is possible you might be able to find the true fate of your friend, and should you be able to return a body, there are resurrection spells. Even without a body, it would take some time, although I am sure you would be able to track down a cleric of powerful renown that can restore the dead without a body. It is a very taxing spell, though, and services do not come cheap.
Do you know of such a cleric?
Yeah.
I could be on the task of finding one right away.
I'll tell you what. Here's the 100 gold, Cole. We need to pay this lady. She fixed you.
Not like that. It just made you better.
Yeah. Made you
The
better.
goods are still intact.
And
Could be in your brain
Yes,
in
they
this,
are.
in this
Cole.
conversation.
can we? I know we're pretty low on funds because we've been having a lot of bills to pay. But can we afford a donation to the church for her helping us?
Find the cleric. Do it now.
I would be about it right away. Please, my condolences. And she sets about, steps through the door. You can hear her dragonborn scaled feet descend down the creaky stairs to the back end of the theater.
Oh, I sit down on one of the couches. Start plucking off the nuts and bolts, trying to set them aside. Wait for Harlan.
Tonight's
to bring
show's
cookies.
over.
Yeah, the show is ending. You take some time. Harlan comes back with his plate of cookies.
Cole. I'm Cole. Grim.
Yeah, but what? Hey,
What is that?
what?
That pole with an axe.
It's a medieval war weapon. It's called a halberd. Cole.
Why do we have it?
Found it in the bag that killed Finn.
And you guys kept it?
Yeah.
It just fell out when we dumped the bag out again.
Well, I was trying to save you, and I thought I didn't.
But if it can bring him back.
The halberd?
I don't know. Let me check. And I will cast Identify onto the halberd.
The halberd is a magical axe. Itself was crafted by stone giants, actually. Yes. It appears to be completely gray in its form. It appears to have been an item crafted as a gift. There is a small inscription that says, "May this axe cleave through the enemies of Ta Shara."
Ta Shara.
The name Ta Shara doesn't strike any relevance to you.
No.
It could have been an adventuring party or a person who was indebted to the stone giants for some reason, but you know,
Do I know what language at least Ta Shara is?
it is very likely that it could have been some of the human cultures.
Oh, okay.
Have I heard of it, maybe? No?
It's kind of it's a common name in some parts of the world, but otherwise it's no real significance. It's merely a first name. It could be
Okay.
thousands upon thousands of somebody's.
Right.
It was a gift,
Right.
Cole, to a human warrior. It appears to be. Hold on, let me delve deeper.
Really?
This
Make
was
me do
hanging on
this?
the wall
Fine.
in remembrance of Finn.
The axe itself does have a minor property to it, which it contains some very minor illusion magic to it, which allows you to change the color of the weapon. You can change various colors of it in pieces or parts, or make it all continuously gray as it is right now.
Hot Wheels watercolors.
It appears as if this Taj Shara was a bit of a fop. Like to alter his appearance and customize the way that he presented himself to the world. So if you brandish this weapon and think of how you would like it to look, as far as the color goes, you can create that effect. Is it a +1?
Yes.
It will also damage enemies that cannot be harmed by items that aren't magic. But it will not help Finn.
Maybe Gotho will give us a good price.
Yeah, maybe. So we sell it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can raise enough money for this cleric to bring back our friend. Is that what he would want?
Yeah.
You think so?
You think we can cover it now, Cole?
I know he has some
We have a lot
he has
of
some
money.
family back home.
Harlan breaks open the doors and says, I've got the cookies. You know, Finn never gave them a name. Finn, I named your cookies. I figured with all of the herbs that he has lying around,
Oh no.
they're little mints.
Oh man. Come have a seat, buddy.
Finn, I made little mints.
Finn,
You know, I never told you guys this, but my son, he absolutely loves him. Artie just loves these cookies so much. I hope one day he can meet Finn. He's been an inspiration to me.
I just take the dagger of venom out and slam it in the table. And walk away. And I just walk away.
What's
Into
wrong
the
with
little common area that we have that's outside there.
What's wrong with Sunday? Where's Finn?
So it's just like, it's made out of crystallized, it's like,
Follis slouches even further and says nothing.
here, Harlan. Yeah. Really, please sit down, buddy.
Okay. Oh, something's wrong.
Yeah,
What's wrong? Where's Finn?
he's gone.
Back to his home?
Yeah, in a way. In one way. In a sort of way. He's,
He didn't even say goodbye.
well, that's because he didn't have a chance to say goodbye to any of us.
from the other hall. You're telling me!
I'm gonna
Kick
miss you,
shit.
Finn.
I'm just trashing the area, man.
He's
Mad.
passed on from the land of the living. He was devoured by this
I'm
bag.
breaking shit.
What? No.
Yeah.
Finn's home isn't in a bag. What are you saying?
There's no easy way to say it doesn't make any sense.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I know.
No.
I get it.
No.
It's hard to understand. But the bag.
Not Finn.
Hmm.
No. No.
Dude, I keep an eye on him. If anything's out of the ordinary, I want to know.
Bad
Insight check.
I'm in the
Bad
other room breaking
things.
stuff because I'm pissed. Upset.
bad things don't happen to good people like this. It's not true. Finn was the greatest, luckiest halfling I've ever met. This wouldn't happen to him.
I know it was all over. We won. We had won. I was trying to find a way to help Cole, and I found the bag, and then Finn goes, "Is it a bag of devouring?" And then he checked, and then I looked over, and then he was gone. And I know.
Yep.
It doesn't make sense. I know. But he's in Aiden, like one of his little mints.
Harlan puts the cookies down gently.
Harlan, what we do, it's not safe. And he knew that.
I'm gonna go for a walk.
I just holler out. That just means we gotta put him on the books now. Just thinking random.
What do you do?
Pissed. Let him leave.
Cole needs to go lay down.
Yeah. I go to bed. I just go to bed. Take the bag. I go to bed.
I'm done trashing our little common area.
For the last 3 days, business has not been doing well at the Roseland. You only bring in 30 gold.
Okay.
The fourth day, you bring in an additional 30 gold. And it takes a couple days before the priestess returns. So
During that time, I just would like to say that I
bathe.
am going to put some spells in my ring of spell storing.
okay.
Have I gotten a response in those couple days? And
Yes,
I do bathe
sorry.
and clean myself up.
It was the following morning, actually. Sorry, I forgot to resolve that. Your mother did come to visit you. She came in her carriage of sorts, her personal one,
Right.
accompanied by,
The entourage.
yeah, and as well as Bernabard Jr.
Oh.
And they arrived late in the morning, and there was a knock at the door, a rap, and one of the stagehands lets her in, comes to your room, and then knocks on the locked door. And is like, Sunday, honey,
Open it quickly.
Sunday.
Hug her. It's like, oh, mommy.
Oh, Sunday.
Bust down, ball. Yeah, she doesn't know yet either.
Are you wrapped up?
I'm not. I just like
Oh,
rushed
God.
to respect her.
It's
She have a dagger on her?
Oh
you
no!
open the door, and there's undead Sunday, and she's like, and you just collapse. Bernabard quickly draws his sword and is like, no, back!
Owl bear, no, it's
Roll for initiative.
it's me.
No! Oh no!
17.
I got less than
You're not gonna give
17.
me.
It's me.
You're not gonna give me a
Owl bear.
chance to roll
Sunday, it's Sunday.
persuasion?
Grim looking on, poetic justice.
You did beat Bernabard Jr., so go ahead. What would you like to say?
I'm just like, well, apparently I got pushed away. I just like stand there. I go, it's Sunday, Ma, brother. I'm saying Owlbear because that's my pet name for him since I was a
By
child.
the gods,
I've been cursed.
dear sister, you were not joking when you said you need medical attention.
This is what I was talking about. It's only for.
Sunday, you don't need an apothecary, Sunday. You need an exorcism.
Okay, all along with the jokes already, brother.
That wasn't a joke. Have you been spending time with the Castlanters?
No, I have not, mother.
Yes, she has.
Grim, shut up.
Medical attention. What is it that you need, Sunday?
She borrowed money from them.
Well, I reached out for you because our friend Cole was hurt. There's brain devourer creatures are infesting the city, and they hurt my friend and my other friend Finn. Remember Finn with the red hair, little guy?
Oh, yeah,
with the folk?
I apologize
We
for the way I
lost him.
spoke with him before. He wasn't heavyset. He was burly.
He was our friend.
Burly.
Well, he died, mother. We lost him.
Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. What do you need the
I'm
medical
cursed.
attention for?
It was to help Cole, my friend, my
Oh,
pale.
so you are all right then. Oh, thank you,
kind of,
Sundays.
now, yes.
Oh, everything works out for the better, and I mean everything works out in the end. It's
What do you mean by that?
Sunday, Sunday, I'm so concerned about your visage. It's stark.
Yeah. You think?
Sunday, I would do everything in my power to fix this for you, honey.
There's only
You
one
just
thing
need to
we
come
can
back
do.
home. You just need to come back
That's
home.
not gonna fix it, mother.
No,
That's not. It is not gonna fix it. We have to go down into Undermountain and seek out there's supposedly Manshun's arm is down there, and that's what's gonna cure this.
Grim,
Sunday?
Being the noblewoman.
Grim, like
Right.
drunk,
Mensch.
drinking out of a wooden bowl.
Hundreds of years
Walks
ago.
by with no shirt on.
He died
I'm not going back there.
ago.
Head straight to the kitchen, sit down at the table.
There's a coin on the counter. I'm like, shut up, Grim. We're going back.
bits of silverware.
Not
Yeah.
putting on a shirt either.
It's like
Fala walks by. Fala pulls off their cloak. Is like, yeah,
Yeah,
throws it on the ground. I'm not wearing my cloak.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be just like
total
Grim.
meltdown.
Want a drink, Paul?
Wow.
Okay. Fala takes an empty wooden bowl. Sunday,
Yes.
if you're not going to come home,
I can't come home. This is my home. This is my home now, Mother. The theater is my home. We need to.
God, you sound
Red.
so spoiled.
Sunday,
Go home. Theater's my home.
I can't bring my friends to my home, so this is my home.
Sunday, I have no. I've come to the conclusion, Monday, that you are a maniac. You're just.
I'm not a maniac. I just look like one.
Smell like one too.
Shut up, Grim.
Sunday. If you need help, I will help you.
My
I
friends need
may help
too.
your friends if it helps you, but Sunday, you are the only one I care about.
I understand.
Hey. Yeah, you too, Bernie. I'm Bernabod. Yes. My children.
I understand that, Mother, but my friends are important to me.
Sunday, you know where I'll be.
Thank you for coming. For answering. How's Father?
She walks away, speechless.
Hold on. So, how many days before she showed up?
It was the next morning.
Okay. Cole walks down with something wrapped up in a blanket. Walks over to Bernabard. Is that the brother? And handed him.
Bernard Bird.
Standing there, not following after his mother. He's like,
Sunday said you might like it. I turn around and walk away.
Sunday, what is the meaning of this?
What is it?
He unfolds it. An owl bear hide.
Oh, yes.
Well, thank you.
Forgot all about that in the distraught mind state.
If
It's a
only,
gift for you, brother.
if only I knew a good leather worker to handle this for me.
We got just the guy.
Yeah,
I could probably get that fastened for you for whatever you want.
certainly.
Couple of
certainly.
tieflings down the street.
True.
Real good work.
Maybe a pair of boots then.
Okay. What size? You writing this down, Grim?
No.
Write everything else down.
Just tell me the name of the shop. I'll be by for a fitting when they're ready.
What's the name? I'm looking at you.
Your brother's name?
No,
No.
the shop.
The
I've
shop.
never been there.
Oh. The tieflings, the leather workers down the street. It's on there.
Got all of our clothes from.
It's on there. There's this
I've never
sign.
been there.
It can't be hard to miss.
Just you guys have.
I'll go looking for it. I'll let them know that I
They're
know
on
you.
Troll
Hopefully-
Skull Alley.
There it is.
You'll find them on Troll Skull Alley.
I'll take a look. Sorry about Mother. I'm glad that you're fine.
I'm kind of fine. We lost a friend of ours.
Very sorry.
Very sad.
There's not much I can do. Cole, good to see you on your feet.
Yeah.
Visit Sunday.
I will give them hugs.
Ah.
Everybody.
Have a good day, everyone.
Love you, mother, brother.
A couple of days pass. Then the cleric of Gond reappears. I believe I have some news. There is a cleric. I may manage to get in touch with him. The fee is substantial, but I believe we can return your friend.
Doesn't matter what it is. If we don't have it, we'll work it off.
I have officially closed the theater since we've come back. We are canceled all shows for Morning of Finn.
Okay.
I did.
The show must go on, Sunday.
Not
Don't
today.
you know anything about show business?
Not today.
Not now. We're figuring shit out. Shut up.
Yeah.
Doors are closed.
How much to save
The
our
front
friend?
porch light is
Doesn't matter.
off.
We're doing it and we're paying it off.
The front porch light is off. Greedy Grim Timbers.
The arch cleric, she is asking for a fee of 25,000 gold pieces.
Do we have to pay if it works or not?
Yes. It covers the cost of the reagents. On top of that, that is the cost of the reagents. She is asking for another 5,000 gold as a fee
So 30?
in total.
Spirit fin. Yeah, let's do it.
No, I'm Bob. I do the cleaning.
We're going now.
Good. I will arrange for it to be done this afternoon.
Okay.
So, preparations are made. You make your way towards one of the other temples in Waterdeep.
We have
Grim.
And,
Sell the theater. Let's go.
ooh. We're gonna take a break.
Guess we're moving into Mom's house.
Break time?
Sure.
Good time for a break.
Good break time.
Stay
tuned.
We got something going in chat.
We're back.
And we're back. Some of your magic items. Our party has been trying to sell their magic items in order to foot the bill for resurrecting a friend. It takes time to sell some of those magic items. The halberd and the arrows Gotha happily takes and pays you full price for, confident that she can flip them and sell them for an inflated price. As for your potion of supreme healing, it takes time to try and find a buyer. Shops are telling you that they're willing to work with you to try and find somebody, but they don't want to pay for this potion outright and have it sit on their shelf. It's a very expensive item. As for a few other things, there is, before you are supposed to be somewhere, a knock at the door.
Trouble comes in threes. First call.
I'll turn it.
I'll answer it.
You move
Brother
to the
tried to
door
kill me.
in order to answer. As you open up the door, a somewhat heavy-set man with a purple hat and a white plume looks down at you.
Shut the door in his face.
Right?
Just kidding. Just kidding.
You open it back up,
I just that was for follow.
and he continues to look at you. I do not understand the meaning of you being so rude. I came to give my condolences.
Truly?
A rival though you are, a worthy rival you appear to be. It has come to my attention, I have heard that you wish to resurrect your friend. Well, how about I scratch your back and you scratch mine? Now I know what you're thinking.
I bet you
What?
don't.
What could the great Ronquin Mystere possibly want? Oh, it's the theater. Another ploy of his to steal the theater out from underneath us.
It's not what I
I
was
was actually
thinking.
thinking what she wanted to drink.
Wine?
Come on in, I got a bottle of Drow open.
Truly.
Truly, indeed.
What type?
House DeVere.
All right. Well then, Ronquin Mystere steps in. You sit. The two of you kind of actually have some idle chatter for a moment. You find you have a couple of things in common. Cole walks by into the back. Ronquin Mystere now into a couple of his cups.
I'm like sneaking around.
Graham shirtless shrugs.
I'm just kind of hiding in the shadows, listening.
Trying to stay unnoticed. Stealthing in my own theater. With a-
No, half-orc, there is no reason for you to come to violence, and I see you, human.
I still stay.
I see you, rogue.
Yeah, she's human. Barely. Anymore.
It appears to be so.
We're all afflicted. Each of us. Cursed, you
Sunday
may say.
hisses.
The rumors are abound. I know well.
So they're talking about us.
Indeed.
Okay.
You make a ruckus.
What is this scratching of backs you talk of?
Well, I have need of a favor in the future. Now, of course, the option is still on the table should you ever decide to sell the theater. I am here, but there's another matter at hand that might just be worth 15,000 gold.
What do you know of the future?
Enough. I know that the future is uncertain, and I make my own luck.
Any fortune teller can tell you that.
I am not any fortune teller.
What is it that needs? What do we gotta? What's the job?
Have you ever been to a place called Skullport?
We don't say.
Got to be kidding me.
We got a little jammed. We got a little caught up on the way down there earlier.
Should you manage to find yourselves in Skullport, in fact, if I foot the part of the bill on this, I'm expecting you to rendezvous. And I shall give you more of the details there. I assure you, and you have my word of honor, it is nothing that will detriment your own code of ethics and honor yourselves, and do nothing to hamper your reputation. Is it dangerous? Why, yes, of course. As anybody on stage would tell you that a great story, well, good stories never started with a glass of milk. It's time to
That's true.
play a little dangerous.
So
I have needs in Skullport, and you might be the ones to get those done.
Will you bring it? Will you? We
Right,
need our
danger
friend.
so boldly, won't you?
We
come
need our
with
friend to
us?
help.
Did I not say I would give you 15
Up front.
up front?
So what's?
You're the honorable type. I can see that in all of you. You wouldn't let something like this hang over you.
I thought you said you could see Sunday.
On Sunday? Yes.
Indeed.
Oh, indeed. There's more to that one than meets the eye. And as for the half-orc, well, sailor's code and all.
Doesn't matter who I have to kill or what I have to do. We agree.
Indeed.
Let's do this.
Fantastic.
Tried to kill us once before, as far as I'm concerned.
That was business.
Never tried to kill you.
It's true, Sunday. He only tried to kidnap our friend.
You speak of the mishap in the back of the theater.
Indeed.
You see, you go barging around, making intrusions here and there throughout the city of Waterdeep, making a name for yourselves, thinking yourselves to be the heroes of some epic story. In truth, it was a setup. Not by myself. The ship, mine. Check the dock manifests. Hadn't occurred to any of you, had it? The ship was compromised and under repossession by the City Watch. The cart, seen that night, stolen from my own property.
So we were
Two
were set up.
The feather, why the feather is still in my hat, not mine. Purple cloak, intact.
I look at his hip for the arquebus,
The what?
the gun. That's
Yeah.
what it's called, right?
Oh no, he has that. Yeah, he does have his firearm, and he says, "I heard the reports from the City Watch." Pulls it out. Does it look familiar?
Very.
Very uncanny. Yet, here I am.
So does this mission have anything to do with the revenge that you may be wishing to take against the person that so framed you?
Ah, no, I heard Ersto Floxen had met a terrible fate.
Yeah, actually that's true.
Manchun himself.
Nasty
His power is waning within the city. His influence. He'll be a footnote.
And you can thank that to us.
Well, I suppose his influence and its reach depends on where you're sitting. 'Cause from where I'm sitting, it still extends pretty far.
Yeah, and so your quest into Undermountain. Do we have a deal then? You will.
We've already agreed.
Excellent.
Save our friend.
I will have the funds transferred to the temple. They will be waiting for you. Make sure you go to the Temple of All Hands.
Temple of All Hands.
Yes, it is the non-denominational temple here in the city of Waterdeep. Surely you've heard of it.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Expected no less. Well, always a pleasure.
Cole. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get him back.
I just kind of step out
I
to
pull
be
out.
seen. I don't
Sorry.
believe him. I
You
don't
watch
believe
him-
anything
watch
that
him
he
leave?
says. Yeah.
He walks up to you,
Keep your distance.
walks
I
up
don't
closer,
like you.
steps in uncomfortably close.
I
leans in just a little bit more, just to the point where you can smell his breath, and he appears to be unfazed by you whatsoever.
I'm not moving. I'm just standing there looking down at it.
Looking
He's shorter, right?
roughly the same height.
Okay. I don't trust you, and I don't like you.
Wow. And you appear to be a walking corpse, but there is more to both of us than meets the eye, is there not?
Pierced. Good day.
It'll be an interesting piece in the puzzles to play ahead. The game, the great game. I look forward to working with you, Ms. Plenty.
It's a good day.
Goes over to Cole.
Good day.
And to you, good sir. Thank you. It is a pleasure. Goes to shake your hand. Oh, well, friendly pat on the back then. You just shake your head no as he goes to pat you on the back.
Yes, I go to work counting 10,000 out of my bag of holding into another bag.
Who should we see in Skullport?
They will see you first.
Oh, such a drow. Okay.
Beg your pardon.
I said, quite the drow.
Curious expression. What do you mean?
You are a unique specimen among your kind. Quite the drow.
We have somewhere to be.
Yeah, we do. The Temple of All Hands.
Bravo.
For remembering?
I shall see you later. Ronquin Mystere turns and leaves for the door. And steps away. You make your way to the Temple of the All Hands. It is a nice sunny day. The spring is quickly approaching, as I said before, and the temple is all set and ready. The funds have been deposited. They merely await the other 15,000 gold pieces.
10.
He said he would provide 15.
5 more if it works.
Oh, 5 if it works?
It's 25. And then 5 more if it works.
The fee is for success, right?
And 25 was materials.
You approach the Archbishop. A elder,
I'm still 4,000 short.
a somewhat older looking,
Yeah, I haven't been able to sell that potion yet, Cole.
a somewhat older looking high elf. Okay, greetings, welcome to the Temple of the All Hands. My name is Sildame. Are we ready for tonight?
We must discuss the payment.
You don't have it all.
You see, I have a very rare, super rare potion that I've been trying to get rid of so that we can bring our friend back for even a fair price. But have not been, as of yet, I have not been able to sell it. So, we're 4,000 short.
How about I hold on to the potion as collateral?
Very well. Sounds great. You may have it.
She takes the potion in hand, looks it over.
It's of the supreme variety.
Gulp.
Yeah, careful now. Careful.
It's like gold.
Yeah.
Excellent vintage. Bit dry. Potion of supreme healing, if I'm not mistaken.
That is absolutely correct. Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Let us get underway then. It will require all 4 of you, looking to Cole, Grim, Sunday, and Fala.
Okay.
I will need each of you to speak something important to you. Your emotions and love for your lost
Oh boy.
loved one should hopefully be enough to bring him back. I will prepare the reagents. It shall be enduring. I'm afraid I won't have much time to speak afterwards. Succeed or fail, it is very taxing.
Alright. Here. It's 11,000 in a bag.
I will have my associates count this out, and then we can begin.
Okay.
A little bit of time passes, preparations begin, the coin is counted out. and somebody tugs you on the shoulder, a small child and a halfling sort of altar boy to the place. I was like, sir, go, ma'am, sir, one of you, I'm sorry,
Yes.
11,000, correct? I just
Yeah.
wanted to be sure. Okay,
Yeah.
potions, the collateral.
That's accurate.
So you will. Okay. Good. The payment from Ron Quinn Mystia has just arrived. Could you please take your places in, and we will be all set to proceed.
Okay.
And so you gather around. Fala stands with all of you, and you are about the dais, the bier, where a collection of artifacts and items from Finn's belongings left behind have been brought into the room. And
A giant spatula.
A cookie jar.
Cookie jar.
Some hairs left on a comb.
This blanket.
And Sealmay begins channeling a spell, bringing in this great power. The crystals and incenses flare up. The diamonds in her hands begin to glow brightly, and she says, "Spirits that be, great power, by the spirit of the halflings and divines, bring back littlement. You all have something you wish to say. Speak now to your friend. I need you to draw his soul in close. He is listening, but not yet able to return."
My little man. You say he can hear us.
He can sense you, yes.
My little man. When we first met, I was lost, and it with your help, I found my family again in you, and I will do anything and go anywhere and kill anything and do everything, and I start raging.
And I just turn blue. All my tattoos just glow blue, and you see Abradamantes rise up behind me.
Yes, my power is great. We shall begin the resurrection. I didn't know it was that good. Next, the gnome.
Next.
Oh, yeah. Finn is near. He is listening.
Finn, little man, buddy, so many times, you know, we've been, you and I have been, we've had tea together. We spent so much time on. Finn, I know he's a tyrant. I know that the ruler of our homeland is a bad hombre, and I know that's why you left. I figured it out, buddy, and you just it's not time yet. It's not time for you to leave this plane. It's not time for you to leave this place. Finn, you gotta come back to us now. You gotta come back to us, because we gotta go back there one day. We gotta take it back. We gotta take Vinland back. We do. Come back.
The lights of the temple all flicker out except for a single candelabra above you hanging from chain. Torches flare out. Swirling of incense gathers around, and a chill can be felt up your spines. And she says, "Miss Plenty, please speak to your friend."
Finn, Little Mint, Baldwin, haven't known you very long. I've become quite attached to you. You are a quick folk. I admire that. Everything about you. Your morale, your sense of goodness. Cole looks to you for that. We look for you to be a leader to our group. You keep us together. You make sure Grim isn't all crazy. I love you, Finn. You need to come home. You are home with us. Come back.
A sheet that had been prepared and laid out with Finn's belongings over the top begins to kind of furl and take shape. The mists in the room and everything kind of begin to flow into a form. You can kind of sense a presence around you now. And you're a good friend of his. Please see your part. Finn is nearly returned to us. And Fala, holding hands to one side and the other. Finn, you told me dying is lame. I'll never forget that. Probably never stop bringing it up. Finn, you were there when you helped save me from the ghosts. That was pretty cool of you. I hope you're not a ghost. I wouldn't want to run away from my friend, because that would be kind of scary. I really like that you make everybody meals to eat so that we can sit down and be friends together or a family. When you're made by weird wizards, you kind of don't grow up with a family. Actually, when you're made by wizards, you kind of don't grow up at all. But I'm glad that you're my family.
To family.
Family. I'm holding Fala's hand.
For the clan.
We're not drinking right now.
The sheet ripples, flies about. The mists and incenses and lights and smokes and sounds and chill all begin to float into the area atop of the bier and underneath the death shroud that had been laid out. And the first thing you see is that they begin to coalesce and form into bone. The bone forms itself. You see the skull of a halfling resting on there. Other bits and pieces of bone begin to form. The shoulder bone, rib, vertebra, arms, and then over the top of that, through and around, begin to pulsate these vessels that grow like vines across everything, stitching it all together and knitting together. And then, aside from that, blood begins to seep into and out from the stone around you, crawls up to the top of this stone bier, pulses itself into the vessels. Tissue and meat of flesh begin to stitch together. Internal organs begin to form around out of everything. The growth in Finn's chest begins to swell up and then begins beating. And soon eyes and other organs, more complicated organs, begin to form. A skin begins to stretch itself up and over across the exposed muscle of Finn's form before stitching itself back into place around his mouth and body. Hair sprouts. Finn, your eyes flip open and you take your next first breath. Just and
Am I the same race?
yes,
Okay.
still a halfling.
All right. So, what do I remember?
Everything.
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 Like all the way back.
Everything.
I jumped down from this dais, right?
As the death shroud falls off of your form, you stand upon the dais in the nude.
Completely nude. All right. I get down on my knees and I say, "I'm so sorry. I'll never open that bag again."
Don't mention it.
Glad to have you back.
Give him a hug.
Yes.
Wait a little bit. You're back.
The archpriestess collapses to her knees and drops to the ground and falls forward. A couple of the other
Disciples.
clergy rush over to grab her.
She needs some water.
Nearly hitting her head on a stone, but they grab her and they begin lifting her up. And they look to you and it's like, she will be fine.
Thank you.
Congratulations upon the successful ritual.
Thank you.
She needs to rest
So
at least a
grateful.
10-day.
Fantastic.
We're grateful for
So nobody
everything.
die for at least a 10-day.
We owe you much.
We have the potion. But
Get
yes,
outta here.
aside from the gold, you are very welcome.
If you ever need anything from us, you know where to find us.
Just spread the word of the great goodness of the world. Here in the house of many hands, all are welcome.
So in many hands, there's goodness.
Does
Got it.
this come with pants
No.
Here,
Naked forever.
You can have the sheet.
Were you born with pants, Finn?
Sunday, don't you know a way of folding that into like a roll
Diaper?
or like a sort
Yeah, I
of
can
robe?
make a diaper for him.
Oh, I was thinking one of those.
I'm sure you've got more clothes.
Oh,
at
the
the
tunic.
house.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Like a
Yeah.
toga.
Okay.
Toga.
It's what?
Yeah, toga.
February-ish?
More like
We
spring.
could do it.
Here,
It's like early March.
I'll give you a ride. Let's go.
I'll wrap it around your waist.
I'm
and
freeballing
over your
it, man.
shoulder.
Okay.
Tuck it in, so now you're covered. You
Wow.
got slave rags on
You're
now.
back. Hey, are you still sick with a curse?
Give him a
What
big
do you
hug.
know?
Just wait, okay? So, let's go back to the Rose Thorn Inn. I remember everything.
All of it.
Paula.
All of it.
Carrie Finn.
Good.
Well,
Fuzzy man.
let's return.
I can't thank you guys enough.
Harlot's gonna be so happy.
Back. I can hear all of you guys on the side, but couldn't speak.
You still want me to kill Harlan?
What?
She's become obsessed.
Yeah. Why are you not wearing the rags anymore?
I'm covered up. Out in water deep. All clean, washed up.
Sunday, you forgot to cover your face.
Yeah, it's like
People in water
I
deep are
scoop
just
you up,
becoming accustomed to zombies.
Throw you on my back,
Just one.
and I start running.
one zombie.
am I like
Right,
right
party
like,
time.
against the head? Oh man.
I'm walking on sunshine.
I got my little buddy back.
Right? We're all happy and somber.
Yeah, I'm sorry, everybody. I didn't mean to.
What?
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to fudge up that bad, Cole. Sunday.
It's
follow.
okay.
Guys, I'll be more responsible. My door kicking days are over.
What about your back grabbing days?
Yeah.
Back? Who said bags?
No more grabbing sacks you don't know
I
about.
saved it. I saved that bag. Finn.
All right, round 2.
Yeah, I still got an arm.
What's in the bag?
Yeah. There's
No.
nothing in the bag anymore.
No.
We had to sell it all.
Yes.
Just hang that bag on the wall and leave it there.
This has to be like our worst failure. I'm very sorry, and it's all my fault. I fucked up so bad that we couldn't save the slaves.
Yeah, they've probably been sold by now.
Yep.
All of them. Likely.
Meh.
Lugazi's dead. You remember that, though.
Yeah, I threw her body into the bag of devour.
It was a
It ate.
Yeah.
It ate.
It was a quick succession of events that led to your demise.
Yeah. That really cascaded really quick.
Yeah, it really did. It got out of hand fast. Got to keep your head on
Keep
a
having
swivel
nightmares
in
over
the
it.
Goblin Bazaar, I guess.
Just like me going into a bag and never coming out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But you did come out. Kinda. And now you're back again among the land of the living. So what are you gonna do with it, little man? Got a second chance.
Yeah, I'm not gonna squander it this time.
And you're not cursed anymore, are you?
Nope. I remembers everything, and I also remember how fucked up it is that what I lost.
Well, hell, kill me.
I'm so sorry that we found out this way, but I'm still gonna help you guys. Like no matter what, we're all gonna go and get uncursed sooner or later. Okay? Just let's not take the short way back.
The short way back?
Yeah, the little way.
The little way?
Yeah, the little mint way.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's not
In a bag.
let's not little mint ourselves anymore. Okay?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think
You just pulled a little bit.
I think that's fair.
But yeah, you know, dying like that was probably like the single most like painful thing that's ever happened to me.
You were devout. You were it munched you.
Grim, literally, it exploded me. Like when I died, I turned into nothingness. this. It
Really?
completely destroyed
hurt?
me.
It
Yeah, it was the most painful thing ever.
it like it atomized you.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fascinating. Did it hurt?
Yes, it hurt a lot.
Hey, now you can say you're the man that cheated death.
I didn't cheat death. I died, and then you guys
did.
paid for it.
We won't tell
he
nobody
didn't-
that.
We're all still paid
Yeah, he
for
didn't
it.
cheat
nobody
death.
that.
We had to buy him.
Like, there's
alive
consequences to all of this.
again. Is there?
Yes.
How do you feel?
Better.
Better?
I remember stuff now.
Yeah. That's good. What you know, it's I was
Some
just
things
got-
I'm trying to forget.
I just got one word for you.
What's that word? Grim?
Rat tail.
Oh.
How was that, bud?
Fuzzy man Peach.
Do you love me?
Why you gotta say that, Grim?
Well, you know, it's one of those moments, you know, and I'm just so happy that you're back.
Grim, I've already failed enough. Like, why you gotta kick a man while he's down?
Failure? No,
No, we
sir. You
failed.
should be proud.
No, we super failed. The only reason I remember doing that now is because
Because she roofied you?
No.
She gave you a magic-
She roofied me afterwards. But anyway, the
She
only
gave
reason
you a-
why I did that was because I wanted to save those slaves without having to pay for it. And that's what happens. All this is because I didn't want to pay for it, guys.
All this is because you wanted to free the slaves.
Yep. Finn, breaker of chains.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Breaker
a
of banks.
stupid pipe dream.
Have you
It
ever-
was noble. Why beat yourself up over a mistake?
Because we failed.
Who
We
cares?
failed.
Yeah, you're gonna fail sometime. Get over it.
We fucked up so bad. These are people's lives, Cole.
Yeah. And we tried and failed. Doesn't mean we should pity ourselves. We
There's-
tried.
there's
Better
always-
than that guy. Did he try?
Bye.
He didn't give a shit about people down there.
Oh, no. Down where?
We tried. That's what matters.
Okay, have a nice day.
Thanks for making my point.
There's always going to be a goblin bazaar.
I'll get pants later. Don't report this.
Got it. Random guy number 2 continues to walk down the
Let's
street.
get out of here.
Don't worry, it's a halfling, not a child.
Yeah. Perfectly legal.
Come here.
Illegal.
Well,
Sideburns.
relative, I suppose. Yeah.
Lamb chops.
Oh,
We'll
my
scrounge up some
God,
clothes
man.
and a new instrument for you.
And
I'm so sorry, guys.
And so you make your way back to the Roseland. There is
Yep.
much rejoicing. You guys have a celebratory return to life party.
Yep.
Harlan loses his shit and introduces you to his son.
We open the doors back up.
You
again.
finally get to meet Harlan's son, Chef's boy, Artie.
The chef's boy Artie.
Yeah, you meet the chef's boy Artie.
Nice.
And people from everywhere. The 2 tieflings Nowhere and Matthias come by. Gotha, Hilda sends a nice letter. She doesn't like crowds. She comes by and knocks on the door and then talks to you, Grim, and then waves to Finn and says hello. But she goes back to her shop. She doesn't like all the people. And various other people that you had met throughout the city. Bernabard Jr. comes by,
Bro.
Nice shoes.
Bro.
wearing some owl bear skin
Yeah, I
shoes.
like them.
Oh my god.
good.
Is it like a big owlbear's onesie? You know? It's horrible. like Nicolas Cage
Oh, no.
in the movie with the bees.
No.
No, just some boots.
And you take a few days to rest. The theater opens back up, and now you're faced with when do you want to return?
Do we have any money left over?
400.
And we're in debt.
I would like to
What?
ask if
Well,
Goth
we
and not
have to
Goth,
do a thing.
when
We don't know about that.
when Hilda comes to visit,
I'd tell you.
I would like to inquire about a scroll of divination from her.
Yeah, no, I've got lots of scrolls ready. What scroll are you looking for? Grim?
Specifically, the spell scroll of divination, Hilda. I have a question I'd like to ask.
Yeah,
Do you have a spell scroll of divination?
it's a spell. the spell of divination?
Unfortunately, Hilda, I haven't reached that level of power yet.
To tell me you're not powerful enough to tell me the name of the spell?
It's a spell scroll of divination. The spell is... Hilda, are you a mage?
No.
Do you know... Where can you... It's divination. I need a spell scroll of divination.
Oh, I think I have that in a book. Oh, yeah, it's right next to the other spell book, the one that has all of the warlock cantrips in it. There's a couple of divination spells in there, and one of them is called divination, and I can take a look at that. Would you like me to draft up a copy for you?
Yes, Hilda. But you don't have a spell scroll of divination, just the spell?
I can create one.
That'd be fine, because I don't know how to, I'm not powerful enough to cast that yet.
Yeah, it's a powerful spell. 4th level spells, they cost a lot.
How much?
Oh, it's 4,000 gold.
Hilda, are you rich? You must be rich.
Well, no. Actually, not very many people buy spell scrolls.
How much for the spell then?
Graham, I'll do it for you for half. I'll do it for you for 2,000 gold. Graham, most of that, I hope you know, does go towards all of the inks and reagents needed to make that scroll.
How about a trade? I've got a.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a spell scroll of the spell. It creates a wall of powerful wind. There's a wind wall.
Oh, that would ruin my books.
Right. I don't want you to use it. I want you to sell it.
Awesome.
Because it's this. I think it's the same level as divination.
Oh, okay. What's the spell called?
Wind wall.
Oh. Okay.
Would you trade me a spell scroll of wind wall for a spell scroll of divination?
Yes. For you. Probably wouldn't do that for somebody else.
I'll be right back.
Especially not that rude guy.
Yeah. Who?
I don't know his name.
Okay.
He's rude.
I'm gonna go get this spell. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And I rush up to my chambers, grab the spell scroll of wind wall, and bring it back down to Hilda.
Okay, I'll go and get the divination spell as soon as I can sell this.
That wasn't. You know what, Hilda?
I need the money in order.
Okay. No, you know what? That makes perfect sense. I appreciate you. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
That's all I have to say.
I love you. Bye, Grim.
Bye.
Hilda goes back to her shop. I like Hilda.
Mm-hmm.
Hilda's a cool character. Okay. A few days go by.
Cole's got 2 tattoos he needs.
Oh, 2 more tattoos.
Yeah.
I can't talk. That's a bad thing for a dungeon master to have.
So he's gonna get a slod, visage on his left ribs, and now so Cole doesn't have hair on the top of his head, so he's actually gonna have a tattoo of like his skull splitting and a brain devourer coming out.
Oh,
right on top of his head.
Cole. Hey, buddy.
You get inspiration. That's so
awesome.
metal.
right?
Can I do this one?
Yeah, if you caught me on my way out.
I have some skills in art and forgery.
You're going to use your skills in forgery and your skills in
How are you gonna forge?
what's the other one? Calligraphy or scribing?
I have forgery skills, which includes calligraphy, and then I have a painting kit. Like I know how to
Say no regrets.
You know you can't paint a tattoo, right?
but it's a drawing.
He's gonna end up with.
Listen, I'm asking Cole.
He's gonna end up with a tattoo that says "damage."
I would
across
like
his
to know.
forehead.
No regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets. I did it good, Cole.
I mean,
Yeah.
This is personal.
You're going to need to purchase a kit in order to do tattoo, which is going to be 15 gold.
What if I just go with Cole and I do some of it with the artist?
Gonna cramp his style, huh?
Because that works.
That's how that works in tattoo
You ever
world.
seen Master?
Yeah, no, there was this time I went to a tattoo
start
parlor
somewhere.
and I'm like, hey, can I just borrow your machine?
Okay, fine. I want to
It's
go
like buying a used
and
cart.
just watch it be done. Okay. Or how about can I draw the brain with my
Certainly.
thinking
So
skills?
you watch the first part done, but if you want to do his cranium, you still need to get a tattoo kit of your own. 15 gold.
for a tattoo kit?
Yeah,
I'm pretty broke, so it's not gonna happen.
you got 4K left,
I think the tattoos were like 150 each or something like that.
something like that.
I don't want a tattoo
So
Cole.
I've got 90.
I just want to design the tattoo.
I've got 90 to
with
give
my
you.
painter supplies.
Okay, so you use your supplies to design the tattoo.
Is that okay, Cole? Do you like this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Dope.
I'll go with that. Give me a
Okay.
performance check.
Okay. Okay.
I want to see if you Napoleon Dynamite this.
Right? Come on, Napoleon.
Really important dice today.
I do have them,
bad.
but I would have had to have said that just now.
As it comes out of his hands.
Yeah. So I have the kit. So does that mean I get to add my proficiency bonus?
You are not proficient.
Okay, so 12.
No.
I mean, he's just
It's
designing
not-
it.
it's
It's not
not.
a tattoo.
It's not terrible.
Can't be that hard.
He makes a
It means a
drawing.
lot that it's from you.
He makes a drawing. It's not the greatest.
It's like those tattoos when
It's
like, your
okay.
8-year-old draws like a chameleon. You're like, oh, I got him an 8-year-old.
So I'm paying 150 gold per, like, what I have right now is like super art, like amazing. And now I'm gonna have this like crayon.
The tattoo artist is like,
Made by Grimm.
I drew Cole a big
So I walk, and I take the design and I walk the tattoo artist and I just clean it up a little.
got you, fam.
The tattoo artist says family.
Cole's a recurring customer.
Right?
Cole's gonna put his kids through college. Through Mage school.
They're mage
The tattoo artist.
Yeah,
Mage school ain't cheap.
I love it.
By the way, in the next few days, your theater does make you another 180 gold.
That's right.
And you've been back in Waterdeep for nearly a 10-day now.
Okay.
15, whatever you were. What do you do?
Can I get armor and like swords, guys, and maybe something to play with again?
Passing notes,
I've
sells musical instruments.
I got that all up in the dome now. I remember it all.
He remembers.
During these 10-day, me and Fall are going to have private conversations, and one of those private conversations was while we were down in Under Mountain, I noticed that he picked a few things up, or she picked a few things up, and I'm just curious what she may have collected.
By picking things up.
She stashed a couple things.
Fala
searching.
did gather up a couple of things. Most of them are kind of...
Just curious.
They're not necessarily the most useful of things, but there is a healing potion. Paula picked up about 50 gold. And some knickknacks, weird souvenirs, the kind of things that you would expect a 6-year-old to
kid to
find
pick up.
interesting to pick up.
Okay, that's cool. I was just curious, making conversation with
Yeah. But Fala is definitely taking a liking to you. So
trying
Fala's
to,
trying to learn.
Trying to bring Fala back to what would be
one more thing.
water deep normalcy compared to what we've just been gone through, and trying to get myself back in check too, because
Cole
my
comes.
mental state ain't the greatest right now.
Cole comes down and he is wrapped up a bunch of stuff in his cloak of protection and hands it to Finn. This is everything I have. Go get yourself ready to go.
You're gonna give me everything you have to go in. Oh, you already gave me everything you have just to keep me alive.
Shut up. Just go get ready. We gotta go.
Cole, how am I gonna keep you alive if you're getting hurt?
Here,
It's your job. You figure it out.
what do you got? Do you have a weapon now?
He's handing me all this stuff to go buy stuff.
I go take my dagger out of the table. It's been there the whole time.
The one that's cursed that
Yes.
can't leave your side.
Well,
Actually, I don't know. Does it back? Because Fallow's sword went back to her.
it doesn't have that.
Fallow's sword went back.
Oh, I don't know if it does.
Oh shit.
The
'Cause
dagger.
That's a pretty sweet quality for a dagger.
The dagger's been there the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So much spell scroll wind wall. I'd like to go check on Hilda at some point to see if that.
It has indeed. She managed to sell that scroll, and you have a scroll of divination.
I'd like to go have a little conversation with my buddy Littleman. And hey Finn.
Yeah.
There's something we need to talk about. A while back, a little over a month ago now, I sent a letter home. On a long trip to Vinland. And I want to know how things are going back there. And
You got that letter back just a couple days ago.
Oh,
I've gotten a reply. I haven't opened it yet. And I think we should look at it together. Why you look like that?
You didn't tell me you were gonna send a reply.
Oh, it's home, Vin. It's where we come from.
I could hear you when you sent me a message to bring me back. When you said that Vince was a tyrant. And are Cole and Sunday or anybody else in the room right now?
I mean,
I mean, Finn, it's only. I didn't want to accept it.
You shouldn't even say something.
Why is it listening? Is the Vince nearby?
You can't. You know why?
Why?
Because this is the place I chose. Because of that. You can't be here. There's a giant, like, his kind can't get through.
The mythal. Is that why you can't? Is that? I thought it was because it was my birthday. What's this letter say, Finn? I can't read it. You gotta
Read it
for me.
yourself.
You don't want to know? You want to know about your mom? Your dad? The rest of them?
Read it yourself. I gotta go buy my gear. We're gonna keep going underground.
Okay. I would like to read the letter.
The letter returned to you, now that you open it up, is details that from your origin that there was a bit of a civil war going on. Details are grim.
ironically.
And that it's not looking to be in favor of the rebellion. Though the letter had returned, the letter that you had sent out was sent to, because of your world is sort of its own dimension, pocket dimension, but still here in this realm. And you had sent it directly to
The Vince.
to this brass dragon that rules over your island home.
That's right.
It's mostly condemning all sorts of things. In it, it says that the families have split, and that the family that you come from, Grim Timbers, is directly opposed to the clan and family that Finn Littlemint comes from. And in it, he claims that the two families shall never be friends, are forbidden, and that they are to kill on sight, lest they be branded as traitors and sentenced for treason.
So Finn is
Plot thickens.
a traitor?
Finn Littlemint, according to the tyranny that is the brass dragon who rules over the island, believing himself in false justice, Finn is considered as part of the clan to be a traitor, having his clan revolted against the ordained rule of the nation.
So, having just brought Finn back to life and spent all this time and effort to bring him back here, I just kind of sit there and just read this letter and just kind of soak it in that he's a traitor to the homeland. And I know that Vince is bad, but I know he's a bit of a tyrant, but... Rebellion? I don't know. What, man, anyone, does it talk about anyone
Not
being
specifically.
taken custody?
Not specifically.
Anything,
It labels out a few of the dwarven clans in that area that are no longer part of the kingdom there, and that they are all considered traitors and need to be disposed of.
anything, I just want to look through the letter to see if there's any sort of like, you know, any sort of pattern or code or anything crazy about it. You know, kind of look it over and make sure that there's no sort of secret messages contained within it or anything like that.
Nope, you don't see anything like that.
So it's just a propaganda piece.
Propaganda? No, you sent a letter asking for updates and such, and the power in charge that you sent it to has posted their side of the story. That though the monarchy of this island, under protection of this brass dragon, has sought to protect everyone, that these upstarts have sought to remove from power the rightful ruler of the island nation. That it is a coup and they are usurpers and should be dealt with appropriately.
Alright. Well, I burn the letter.
Okay.
And go and find Colin Sunday. When are we going back down there? We gotta fix these curses. Not all of us can die to get back to the place we need to be.
Right? I'm ready. Ready to go back.
Do you think you can
Get
save
the
your cloak?
port.
What do you ask for this?
Can you save your cloak for that price? With 150 left over? Or 180?
And we'll figure that out off game.
Yeah.
What that is.
So,
You want to
you
go back
gather up
down,
your
Cole?
things. Collectively, you are all ready to return back down into Undermountain.
Is Fala coming with us this time?
Fala is a bit shaken.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to be there to cure her curse.
Sunday,
True.
Sorry.
Never mind.
Hold on a
I
second.
don't really want to go back, but I need to, don't I?
It's just a sword. You don't have to swing it for the rest of your life.
I don't know. I don't want to. But I don't want to be cursed either.
If you die, I'll bring you back 100 times.
The sword gives me nightmares.
Mm.
I don't even really sleep, but it's like it whispers.
I know what you mean.
And it doesn't say things that I like. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, well, go prepare yourself so we can leave Fala.
Okay. So, you collectively gather your things. Head back to the yawning portal. Once again to the
Let's
warm.
put 50 gold down for promotions before we leave for advertisement. Just to get it.
I don't have any
We
gold.
don't have any
Oh.
gold. Can we,
Okay. Never mind.
can we still, yeah. Alright. Alright.
Whoever's in charge of our thing, when we get a 50 on the good side, have them put it towards advertisement.
Production manager or whatever.
Yeah.
Olympics Crowley gets right to work.
Yeah.
So,
We thank him for his hard work.
gold
and great
drops.
shows.
Gold dropped down on the counter. Durnan. Going back down there, huh?
You bet we got unfinished business.
Look, I don't blame you. I know the situation. Once you're down there, you get down deep enough, the dungeon calls to you. Now, if it was anybody else, I would tell you to pack up your things and go home. You went down, you came back, you're all alive after a fashion. No, you're different. Every now and then I see there's a group. Just a little bit determined, I guess you could say. I could tell you not to go down there. It's worse than you could imagine. The further you go. Fame, glory, money, women, whatever it is that's driving you. But you're different. So wish you luck.
You ever lose anyone down there?
The half dozen times I've been down there. What do you think?
Three String ever write that song about us?
Oh. Right.
Debuted last night.
Was it to where it was?
You know, he does all right for having 3 strings.
So when we walked in, did anybody happen to take notice that we walked in due to the song?
Well,
Oh, hey, there they are.
It's the funny thing about songs is they don't always come with a picture of who's in it.
It's like the very
Trope of Thorns.
They die.
Trope of Thorns,
The
man.
death and life of a halfling.
Tell you what, you go down there. I know some people. All right. Skullport. You might make it there. If you do, it's a pretty big building in there. Used to be a manor of sort.
Aye.
Home base for the Harpers. Go check them out. Give you some information.
Inside of where? Inside of
Skullport.
Skullport. There's a home base.
Mm-hmm.
The Harpers have a thing down there.
That sounded like Zentarum territory to me.
No. You won't find any Zentarum down there.
I mean,
Xanathars.
Xanathar.
I've spoken with my
I get them
contacts in
backwards
the
all the
Zentarum.
time.
Xanathars run that place.
Xanaths.
Mm-hmm.
But where you find evil, you won't find the Harpers too far behind. Checks and balances.
Right.
Any quick ways past the Goblin Bazaar, Darren?
The Goblin what?
You don't know about the Goblin Bazaar?
Don't remind me, bro.
I've been down there half a dozen times. I've never come across a Goblin
Oh
Bazaar.
yeah, huge slave trading operation.
When was the last time?
You
know,
don't
never
say.
mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, the last time I was down there, down on level 3, man, there was this contingent of orcs that were all set. They...
Infested by goblins now.
Really? Yeah, no surprise.
We didn't even make it to level 3. I know.
You get out there, you tell them Durnham sent you.
Alright.
They'll set you up right.
Durnham's.
Can we get a freebie? Just a ride down, no gold.
Just pay him.
Yep.
Let us go, Grim.
Trying to save money.
If I
It's
give you
expensive
one,
bringing
if
back
I give you a
women.
freebie, everyone's gonna want a freebie.
All right,
Just pay him.
Fortune be with you, friends.
all right. I don't have the money. Cole does.
So,
Yep.
Cole has 0.
I still have the money. So, what I have
Listen.
left over, I pay for it. We're ready to go.
5 gold on the counter. You all step back into the man lift, and it lowers you down to 1 by 1. Once again, you find yourselves in the cold, deep dark of Undermountain. Feet step into the sandy soil at the bottom of the yawning portal, and you embark once again on your journey. Take a deep call
breath.
right there.
Yek is dead.
Oh my god, dude.
That's rough.
Can keep going a little bit, but I think I'm going to call it right there.
Right.
Did we level 7?
A
Wow.
lot of excitement tonight.
Wow.
Oh, that was a wow for sure.
Talk about a derailment.
Right?
I lost everything, guys.
That was
No hand.
that was one of the most fun derailments I've
Yeah.
ever had, though.
No, I even
because
lost.
That was.
No, I even lost Kabong, guys.
Kabong,
like
gone.
my original guitar. That
You lost
Grim made.
Kabong. Yeah, the one I made for you back on
Yeah.
Finland.
Damn.
You lost the mandolin.
Dang. Melon.
Yeah, bone.
Well,
Yeah, I was building my spells around that too, so oof.
I mean, the DM did say, like, wow, I've given you a lot of magical items. And you're like, ooh, a bag of devouring. Let me just
No, I said.
It's just one more magical item.
It's still on.
Yeah, we're still on.
Yeah.
So okay, I said I'll let you guys play back the tape. Is that a bag? Wait, is it a bag of devouring? And then you're like,
Yes.
Oh, yeah, dude.
and I was like, oh, of
think
course
was
it's
gonna
a bag of
happen?
devouring. And I'm like, well, I guess I stuck my hand in. Cut the cookie jar.
Yeah.
He's like secretly rolling like 6 die 10 over there. There's like 6%.
Boy, he is so dead.
Dude.
I know.
Great
I can see it in
idea.
his face.
Killing.
I'm going to let you all know I did not fudge a single die roll tonight.
No, it was devastating.
And I rolled, and when I rolled for like Folly to pull somebody out, I'm like, oh no, they're all dead. No, I still have to roll to see if Folly gets pulled in. And I rolled and it was like Folly beat it by 7 points. And I'm like,
I just wanted to yell the whole time. I was like, just fucking stop. I'm dead. Just let it go.
But dude, the opportunity, I've been waiting to drink that potion of Frost Giant Strength. That was like the best time
Oh
to
my
drink
God,
it.
like, you
dude.
hulked
Like,
out,
that was
turned
so
into, like,
perfect.
It's like a can of spinach.
Yeah,
Like sexy Santa Claus all of a sudden.
Cole was zonked. He couldn't drink it. And I wasn't giving it to Sunday because I was butthurt. You were in the fucking bag, dude. There was no other choice. Grim had to drink it.
it went south so fast.
So fast.
Seconds, man. It was like,
Oh.
Cole-
shit.
It's like, hey, great, a little bit of combat. Cole's down. And it's like, oh, cool, I'm back. Oh, man, what do we do?
Grim's like, I got this.
There was a meme sent between our private chat.
Yeah.
And it was like what qualities of the. It was like, what do you bring to the table? And one guy's like, I fly. What do you bring?
yeah.
I shoot lasers. What do you bring? Or what? I make good life decisions.
That's not a superpower.
Yeah, that's not really a superpower. So the second Cole goes down, all shit broke loose. I'm like,
Told you it was cold.
don't fucking touch
You're
it.
like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, fucking cold.
God.
Oh man.
That was painful.
Good stuff.
Was that the secret chat?
That would've-
Yeah, I was right where you
I totally.
I saw that
If I had a choice
Okay,
too, I would have
good.
been like, no, Grim lives. I'm out of here.
Dude, there was no way Grim wasn't going to drink that in game. There's no way Grim wasn't going to be like, "Pfft, magic? Yeah, I've got a contingency for that. I'm going to Frost Giant Strength out. Save your ass.
So what did you buy? Because we're pretty much off stream. Anyone who's done watching can be done. But
All I bought was my short sword, the loot. Dude, we don't have any food anymore, by the way.
oh shit.
Yeah, we.
I can buy rations. I mean, are you gonna zero out?
Yeah, no, I didn't zero out. Like
So
if we
get
got
rations.
okay, so for 80 gold we can get
Some too.
30 days of rations for 5 people.
Fuck it, we got the good berry bag,
Okay.
dude. We're
We
done
don't.
buying
We
use it
just
one time
We just
and-
sold it.
Yeah.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, we
Oh.
just sold it.
Well, you
to
should have
get
let
back
me
my
know because
money.
I stashed some goodies still. Like, I've got a few things over here. I've got a 10-foot magical pole that, like, folds in on itself.
Cole gave everything he had.
And I've got a magical rope still.
Yeah, Cole doesn't have a protection
And-
cloak anymore. He doesn't have the good berries,
It's okay.
and he also gave away his bag of holding.
No, I still have that.
Okay.
I still have that bag of devouring, by the way.
Dude, I paid
Nail that bitch to the
dearly
theater
for
wall.
that.
Since it has a
So
Serac symbol
dumb.
on it, I'm keeping that. It's touched his hands.
Yeah,
at
you
some
can
point.
scry him.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Aw,
Yeah.
dirty.
you clever bastard.
You can scry him with that.
Yes, I
Dude,
And I think it's advantage because you
Yes,
have.
I fucking
Yeah,
can.
You are gonna get pulled back into that fucking bag, man. He's no way. I'm like, I think
Okay.
he's going to do that.
First of all, Grim heard a rumor that, you know, during the battle against a Serac, he may have had like a mind blank spell cast on him and forgot how counterspell worked. So there's a bit of a rematch in order. I'm just saying.
You really think?
Okay, we should call it.
That's it for tonight.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you,
I
anybody
technically-
and everybody who
Technically
watched.
survived a Serac
Good
twice.
show.
You survived
Oh
the Serac
my
once
God.
and you survived the bag.
Yeah, a bag.
No,
You didn't survive a
Everyone say
bag.
goodbye. Good night.
You survived the Serac, but you died to a bag. Good night.
listen how angry